All right, we got everybody back. Last week on Dragon Buster Z, you guys busted some dragons, quite literally. You went out, you saved the scout from the Baz Drakanin Red Dragon army, who their captors who had taken them and was gonna murder them and eat them. Thankfully, you showed up in time and saved one of them. And they revealed some information that it sounds like um, a
What?
lot of the outposts, and they're trying to cut off the borders for the Red Dragon army to stop from Kalaman getting imports or exports, or just trying to shut them down altogether. When it comes to the way back, you guys got stopped by a burning tree and then found a red dragon. What are the coincidences? And you fought the red dragon, and that red dragon got his tongue stuck in a hunting trap because of your boy, Trap Springer. And then you all cut him up and celebrated it, brought some parts back to town, started to get the Hammer Strike brother and sister working on the armor because I can never keep them straight who's who, and slashed weapons. And that's where we left off. It's basically what happened. Does
So
now?
basically, do we have the whole day, pretty
Yeah, you
much?
guys are in Kalaman. Boss man said take a day off. Not even really a day off, but you guys just fought a dragon. You can go, unless you guys are truly hell bent on going back out there. You're more than welcome to take the day in Kalaman and hang out. And where the hell is the player thing? Oh, there it is. Do I just
So
go here?
for the Smith's tool, what would you consider that as?
What do you mean?
For like, so it says attribute,
Right.
strength, right?
What do you want to do?
I want to refit the splint I got from one of the fallen enemies
Yeah. Heck yeah.
to myself.
Yeah. Just roll the Smith armor with. We'll do strength because you gotta kind of fix the each little splint. So do like a strength modded. There you go, perfect. It's gonna take you a few hours, maybe just a couple actually with your skill. But over time, bashing away at it with the hot irons that the hammer strike's got no problem you using their like spare. They got a lot of different stations for you to set up on. So they'll let you set up there and kind of just whack away at your armor. It'll take you just a few hours, but you'll definitely be able to fit it into some type of dwarven sized splint armor so that it's a little more comfortable to wear.
Yeah. That was actually a really good roll.
It's a great roll. 19.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning. You guys have already eaten breakfast. It's probably 10 a.m. Probably noon by the time Dom finishes his armor. Is there anything anybody else really wants to do in town? Anyone they want to speak with, or any particular things they want to do? Want to forge or make some spell scrolls or anything?
So let's see. I think Flora would probably
Yes, it is.
do two things: go to the Wayham's apothecary, and then go to the study beacon.
Heck yeah. And the steady beacon is okay, the restaurant. Got you. Perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. When you make your way to Wayhan's, you'll see that the store is open, but Wayhan is not there. It looks like they have some type of like assistant or somebody, uh, like working the front desk, and they'll just see you and just wave and be like, "Hello, welcome to Wayhan's."
Where's the bird lady at?
Oh, Wayhan, she's actually been employed by the Hammer Strike brothers and sisters to make some magical components for some folks recently. So she just got called over there and she's on her way to put in a day's work, I guess. And I'm working at the shop today to make up for it.
Okay, since she's not here, what do you got for me today?
Oh, let's see. Roll a d20.
Gotcha.
And you got a 1. It's just nothing incredibly special, just the basic, components for herbalism and making some healing potions. If you'd like to purchase them, You're more than welcome.
I will.
Perfect. Yes. I have a total of 5, and they are 25 gold pieces apiece.
Give me, let's see. Give me 3 of them.
3. Perfect.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3. There you are.
Okay, subtract 75 from my gold. Awesome. Let's see.
Not to hold.
Anything else besides?
I apologize about the stock. It's just been very difficult to get new, flowers and different ingredients in from the ships lately. They've been having trouble running into the Red Dragon army and being taken down. It's very difficult to get new ingredients. I apologize.
That's okay. You guys are just doing your best. Alright, well, tell Wayham I came by and tell her I said hello.
I will. Yes. She's probably at Hammer Strikes if you go over there. I'm sure you maybe even, you know, she's probably over there doing magical stuff with those Hammer Strike brother sister.
I'll visit her later.
Yeah. And if you want to head over to the Steady Beacon.
Yep.
Yep. And there, it's a little slow. It looks like the soldiers aren't there as much. Like either A, they're out fighting the Red Dragon army, or B, they probably just died. And it's a little bit less of a crowd in here than usual. We'll do this for you.
I'm also assuming I got rid of that little symbol that that I wouldn't be controlled, right?
Oh, what do you mean controlled? Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
sure,
know that there
exactly,
was
of
that
course.
little symbol.
You could get rid of and customize it however you want.
Okay.
You could put the Knights of Somalia logo on there instead, whatever you want to do.
I'm doing the Knights of Salamia on there.
Heck yeah, order the crown. Nice little crown on there. Looks a lot nicer than that sign of Telcasis. Yeah,
And then I'll be
at the Steady Beacon too. It's really laid back and chill. They'll invite you in. Is there anything you particularly want to do or talk to while you're there, Flora?
I think Flora would just like go to Unk and like she'll whisper, it's like, I got some new ingredient you might like.
Oh, new ingredients. Oh yeah, I like ingredients.
She like shows him like from her bag like the dragon meat.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Insight check. Open my sheet. Insight. Nice 8.
You see a surprise shock on Unk's face, and then he just laughs. Oh yes, oh that right there. You know what? That stuff, not even that edible. It's not even that good. You go ahead and just hand that over to me, yeah, I could probably make something out of that. Maybe nothing too good, but I'll probably make something.
I'll be the first to taste it.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay. She'll hand it over.
He takes the meat, and he kind of goes in the back, and he kind of when you give it to him, you at first you try to just like take it out of your bag and hand it to him, and then he's like, oh hold on, wait a second. He takes like a piece of like wrapping paper and rips it out, and he puts it in over the meat, and kind of wraps it up. And as he does it, he's kind of like looking around a little bit. Even though there's nobody in here, he's still kind of like looking over your shoulder. He's kind of looking over his shoulder. He's like, oh yeah, thank you. This is fantastic. And he brings it to the back.
I'm assuming Tusk is in the castle, right?
Wherever Tusk wants to be.
Yeah,
Tusk,
Tusk
where
is
you
always
at?
in the castle. He's hanging out with the soldiers and training them up and doing the things he normally does.
We're gonna get to Tusk in a second. Is there any other you want to get fed, Flora, right? You want something to eat, and you want that used to be used specifically.
Yeah, just however he wants to do it, and
Got
she'll
it.
wait however long it takes.
I got you. Dom, you're fixing your armor. You're doing your thing. You want to go see Tusk?
Yes.
Okay, Tusk. You're at the You're at the Castle Calamon. You've made your name around here a lot. Many of the soldiers that see you sit down and salute you because that's what you specifically ordered them to do. and then you get to the middle of the training area, and you're ready to start doing whack a Kalaman soldier again, and before you see another Kalaman soldier being in the middle of the rink fighting other Kalaman soldiers, showing them how it's done, and it's Willis.
Willis. Look how strong he's gotten.
Yeah, you can see him with his spear. He's
And
like
then,
fighting off attacks, and it's like fake spears, So he's like stabbing people with the pokey, and he's like kill, and he's just coming over here, and he flips it around. He's like he pokes this guy,
Yeah, I would just like kind of like stand there and like watch for a minute, and then like probably when they're getting ready to set up again, like I would go over and be like,
Willis, you're doing a good job.
And you can see all the soldiers are extremely exhausted. They're all panting, and Willis is like he's not even tired. And he'll look at you and be like, "Thank you, Tusk. You see? You listen to Tusk. You do laps around the castle. You could fight a lot longer. Once you're fatigued, you lose a bit of your efficiency." And all the soldiers are like, "Yeah, okay." And they're all just like trying to catch their breath.
As
Your
he's
stamina.
as the
There is
soldiers,
achieved. You can kill a dragon like me.
Oh, you killed a dragon?
Not alone, but yes.
And you can see the soldiers kind of pop up and they get a little more excited, and they all huddle around. They want to hear the story of the dragon. What happened? What kind of dragon was it? How big was it? Were you scared?
and then as the moment
yeah.
he's trying to start to talk and walks through Dom, it's quite a thrilling story, I might add. And then you see his new armor.
Yeah, his new King of Salamnia armor, looking fresh. And Dom, Tusk, you two can kind of go back and forth, giving the information however you want to tell the story of the dragon slaying dragon busters. You don't have to actually role play it if you just want to kind of give me a gist and what you want to tell them. Whatever you want to do.
I tell him gargantuan ancient red dragon had a lich on his back, and it was we were like soaring through the sky, and we were beating this thing to death. The only thing keeping us alive was Mira's holy words, Flora's mushrooms all over the place. We made it crash into the ground. There's this huge crater in the middle of the continent now. Oh, it was a battle.
You hear the story, Dom. What are you going to do while he's telling the story?
I try to correct some things with him. I try to say that it was a young red dragon with just a regular officer on it.
All right, Tusk, roll deception at disadvantage. Tusk. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. Some of the soldiers hear you, and then the other ones hear Dom, and then are kind of split between. And after a while, Willis walks up and he pats on the back and he goes, "I guarantee it was probably the most fierce dragon in all of Kryn." And he pumps his fist and he goes, "Hooray for the Dragon Busters!" And there's hip hip hooray, like a bunch of fanboys.
Let's go.
And as everyone's starting to go back to training, the guys walk away. Willis looks at you, Tusk. He's like, "An ancient red dragon with a lich."
I mean, yeah.
These
I just laugh.
these simple folk are gullible, Tusk, but you're shooting for the stars, You told me to shoot for the stars too, but even I know I can't fight an ancient red dragon and a lich.
Every good story deserves embellishment.
Damn, Tusk.
You know, Tusk.
That was the
It was a
smartest thing I've
young
ever.
red dragon.
That was the smartest thing I've ever heard you say, Tusk.
Oh yeah, you should see Ispin's real stories. They weren't nearly as good.
You got that? You got the embellishment from Ispin? That makes sense. He likes big words. Dom, it's good to see you. And he'll give you a
Good
salute,
to see you
Dom,
too, Willet.
because you're like a knight of Solamnia. He's just like a ranking soldier. And he's like, well, when we get back to it, you guys are more than welcome to train with us. Lunch is, a couple hours.
I'm more than happy to train with you guys.
Cool. Mira, is there anything that you specifically want to do?
What I want to do is going to the temple,
Yes.
and what I want to do is try to see if I can appoint myself to become not just an apprentice, but more than that. If you see what I mean.
I got you. You're trying to work your ways up in the ranks.
Yeah.
I got you. You make your way to the temple. This looks horrible with this coloring. Can I do like blue? Does that? Okay, boom. That looks great. So you go to the
Blue.
temple, and it's
Yeah.
over here. Let's get you on the map. Let's get Dom over here. Let's get Tusk over here. So we're all kind of splitting up a little bit. And we get Mira right there. Perfect. You wake your way into the temple, and it's like I said before. It's kind of like a very big synagogue with a lot of different areas for different common good religions, right? They got a temple for they got a little spot for Lathander. They got a little spot for different gods across. I guess Lathander's not a god here, but whoever the hell Lathander is in Kryn, it's that guy. Okay, I don't know who the sun god is here, but whoever that guy is, it's him. I probably should have the god list open, but I'm bad. Eventually, you get to Mishkale, and you start kind of looking around. Eventually, you do see somebody who looks like they are like a different priest at the temple. Maybe there's some type of servant of some. They know what's going on here, and you don't really know how to get your ranks up around here, but you could definitely. I mean, obviously, other than just serving Mishkal, which you've been doing really well, you could talk to this guy. Maybe he might be able to help you.
Good. That's what I'm going to do.
What are you gonna say to him?
Hi. Does he have a title like father or something like that?
He does look like he's like a priest of some kind. You could call him father.
Hi, father. I would like to know, I've been going around preaching the words. I have the impression that maybe the temple needs my recognitions. It's hard to come by. Do you know how you become? Yeah, how do you get out of, only become being just a novice?
My child, and you'll see an older man with a gray beard, and he's got like some gray silvery hair. He's probably not super ancient old, but he's definitely in his 50s, early 60s. Human man who is looking at you, and go ahead, roll me a religion check.
Is it a normal one?
Just yeah, like a normal religion check. Yeah, I'm gonna take your left roll if you roll with advantage. That's what I usually try to do.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
You do see his holy symbol. It looks like 3 droplets on with like a triangle behind it. You're not 100% on what that is, but it seems like something to do with diseases, and this guy is like a healer of diseases. He looks at you and goes, "My child, yes, my name is Father Stection. I run this temple here, and yes, I see. Ooh, Mishkal. Praise be. How convenient. Our last father, he got captured by a bunch of Red Dragon Army generals or something. It was very scary. He went out for an expedition. We got no word from him. We got Raven that he was captured, and now
I think we saved him.
Oh, you say? Oh my goodness. Well, He
Yeah,
had
well, we saved the Mishkal priest. He gave me this book, so
Oh, the prayers of Mishkal. Yes, you must have definitely seen our father. Yes, he was our Mishkal priest here, but now obviously he is gone, and he must have given you that book. You must be doing the word of Mishkal right. He would know. He wouldn't even let anybody hold that book. So good on you.
no.
That's very nice. That's a compliment.
He was on his way to unfortunately being dead, so we helped him against the Red Dragon army.
Oh, good.
And when we came back here, we just saw a young red dragon that we took out because Mishikal commanded me to kill everything that was in a link with the evil god, you know.
Mishkal helped you kill a young red dragon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I I, I I'm going to appear like Riziger. I hear the words of Mishikal.
Yes. That is normal when a god is seeking someone to be their chosen. You're no novice. What is your name?
You maybe heard of me, maybe not. I don't know. My name is Miara. Miara, novice of Mishkal. I'm with the Dragon Busters.
Oh, yes, I heard of a Mishkal cleric in Volgar saving people from the Red Dragon army. It's a pleasure to be acquainted of you. Well, I will let you know, Mira, you are new novice. You, with that book and what you've accomplished, I will deem you easily a bishop of Mishkal. No longer shall you be called novice. No longer shall you spend times cleaning temples and emptying uh, toilet bowl buckets for Mishkal. You shall be praising the word, showing those the light that Mishkal's great love has and compassion. And also killing dragons, of course.
That is my main mission for it is now, as I want to go to the great temple of Mishakal one day.
You will be there, I can see it. And don't let those people tell you you're crazy for hearing Mishkal. That is the next step. It starts with
Thank you
little
very
with little
much.
symbols. She start with little things. You'll see the holy symbol in the fur of a creature, or in the flow of a river, or in a drawing of a child, and that's where it starts. And then you start hearing the voices. But once you want the, let me know when you start seeing Mishkal in real life, and not actual Mishkal, but just the almost like the influence of Mishkal, almost like she's influencing what's happening. When that happens, you come see me.
Um, can I ask you a question? Why?
That's the next step. If Mishkal starts to interfere with your destiny, it means you're destined to be Mishkal's chosen.
I understand. Thank you very much for your words.
Now you're welcome to stay and pray, and maybe heal the weak or the diseased or whatever you so choose.
I will do my best to help whoever needs it.
Yes. Well, I'll be here for the instruction. And boom, we'll go back to Flora. You see, you're sitting there waiting patiently. Bartender's poured you a nice little drink on the house because of all the dragons. You've actually had two children walk up to you, and they'll be like, it's a bar, nobody's IDing, no one cares. The kids walk up, they're like, hey, are you an adventurer?
Yes and no.
I told you that, I told you. Bobby said that Billy told him that Sarah's sister said that you killed the dragons, and I told them that only adventurers kill the dragons.
I am an adventurer, but at the same time, I'm not because I work for the kingdom.
Oh, you're I guess it's like a The kingdom. Okay, well I guess. Okay, well thanks for doing that. I guess, but you know, I'm gonna go and tell all my friends that I won the bet because now they all owe me candy drops, and it's gonna be delicious. So thank you, non-inventor. And he's gonna just walk away and skip away and be like, haha, Billy, I told you. Billy looks very sad.
Oh, that's so bad. Thing. I was like, Flora doesn't have anything like candy to give to the children, so she can't really do much.
Did you snag
It's not
any
like
keepsakes? Did you take like a claw or anything?
Yes, I did. Or no, because the bone is technically being made in there.
Yeah.
All I have is the dragon meat. I already gave that away.
Oh well. Well.
We didn't all take a dragon tooth?
Not. I mean, I can go back and look at the notes, but I don't really remember. If you put it in your inventory, then it's there. I imagine.
I didn't grab a dragon tooth. I only grabbed like the
Well, hey,
dragon wish.
That's just right now. There's always the future. You could always come across Billy again. As you are sitting there looking at Billy walk out, you see Ankh walk out to you. He's like, I have made you my special, super secret, super special family tradition, spicy fish sticks. And he's gonna look at you with this look. Give me an insight roll.
Oh, okay.
It's super duper secret. See what I'm saying, Flora? And he pushes this fish sticks towards you.
Ah. So, wait, on the 13th, do I know what he's talking about?
You know exactly what he's talking about.
Okay.
That's not
If-
fish. That's not fish. Those fish sticks are made. The secret ingredient is red dragon meat.
Yes. These will be very delicious fish sticks.
Yes, they will. Fish sticks, oh, delicious. And he'll put the tartar sauce near you, and he'll just walk away with like a wink.
Flora ain't no bitch.
With like a wink, you know.
Flora ain't no bitch. she gonna try without the tartar sauce at first. She ain't no bitch.
Go ahead, give me a Constitution saving roll. Oh, Constitution,
Oh,
18.
18.
That's pretty good. It's hot. You're sweating. You don't have to run to the bathroom and throw up, but you're definitely uncomfortable. And you can tell that it's affecting you. And you're getting a little hot, you're sweating. Woo! Okay.
Some delicious fish sticks. I just need to fan myself for a second. She grabs her mushroom, starts waving at herself.
Yeah. I told you.
And then,
You gotta hit that tartar.
and then she dips the second one into tartar
Oh, yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, and then roll into a con save. It's way easier. Oh, yeah. Now it's delicious. It's going down nice and smooth. Your sweat starts to, your frown maybe starts to turn to a smile. That delicious combo of the tartar sauce and the fish stick is what Unks all about. Also about fish pies. But, yeah. But yeah, it is delicious.
Yeah, the best Unk.
I'm here for you. Go ahead, tip your bartender. And you actually have helped Unc a lot, so he's not gonna charge you for them fish sticks.
She's still gonna toss the gold, just a gold piece.
Yeah. Especially with
I'll
imports.
come back for more of the special when I have that ingredient.
I was gonna say, it's real difficult now to get some of these fishes, because the fishes are not getting stopped at the port, and we cannot trade because it's god dang it's Red Dragon Army.
Yep. When I find more and happen to get those fish, I know where to go.
Oh yeah, come on my way. And what do you want to just head? Where do you want to go to, Flora?
I think she'll head towards the Hammer Strike Fork to see how progress is. Not to bother, just to see.
Heck yeah. And Tuss, Dom, you guys doing anything?
I don't think so. Other than training and eating with the soldiers.
Got it. Dom, same. I assume that's the same. You might be muted.
I know
Maybe
sometimes
it's
I have a hard time unmuting myself from my phone.
I do all the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I was unmuted. So I would like to say that me and Tusk are kind of like showing the soldiers how to fight with each other, with like just even the average soldiers, just like just me and him, just me and Tusk.
Like you and me are sparring, or we're sparring with average soldiers?
No, me and you sparring, if that's all right with
Oh,
you.
okay. Oh yeah, of course.
Both of you, roll me a performance roll.
Ooh, performance. Oh, okay, with a normal roll, not disadvantage.
You guys swing. You swing. Your axe and your maul. They cling together. Sparks fly, and the guys will go like ooh. And you guys start to Tusk goes to swing overhead at Dom, and Dom slides into his legs, and he just kind of like tries to trip up Tusk by pulling his great axe across his foot. But then he pulls Tusk, and Tusk does like a half backflip and lands in the superhero position. And it's just a sick fight. Just looks really well coordinated, and you get a lot of
So like
ooh.
the way I see this in my head is like right there at that moment, like Tusk is talking about like, see when you're fighting someone who's faster than you, and then he's like doing all this, and then like Dom's like going in and out of his legs, and he's like trying to show him how to defend himself, and then like Dom like pulls the axe, and Tusk gets like a big grin on his face, and just straight up just a backflip, just like out of nowhere,
Backflipping it up. Oh,
That is good performance, Tusk.
He's here, right? Oh yeah, and they just clap, and it's like a bunch of soldiers clapping. It's like this is not what's going on. And you got any cool like techniques together? You do like cool. Any cool
yeah.
Dragon Buster techniques or
And
any
then,
cool combo moves?
Oh, absolutely. So Dom can do this thing where he copies himself, and sometimes I'll have a guy on the ropes, and Dom will come in with the shadow, and they'll turn their heads, and it'll give me a chance to whack him at the same time.
Oh, jeez, cool. Oh, that's cool. You go shadows peoples and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dom, you got this. And then there's like another shadow that appears right next to Dom, and all the soldiers see it.
Like, oh, whoa. And they're gonna get up to it, and like some guy tries to like poke it, and his hand goes through it. He's like, oh, Joe, my goodness.
Be careful. He can hit hard.
Yeah, he looks like
Real
Dom, but made
hard.
of like not Dom. Yeah, you guys.
I don't know how we do.
How does he do?
now Tusk is trying to make like a shadow Tusk.
Right, he's like concentrating super hard.
Good luck, Tusk.
Thank you.
Like he's about to shit himself.
Right, he just farts. You guys continue training at the castle. Flora, you make your way to Hammerstrike, and they are pretty busy. It looks like both the sister and the brother are at a ways working on different components that everyone is paid for. Some taking up to 5 days, some taking only 1. I believe I said 1 for the sling and for the hoopka for Trapspringer, I believe. But this obviously each separate day. What do you want to do while you're there?
I think. Let's see. I think Laura's probably. Does any of them look very exhausted? Like they've just been working straight, have not taken a break.
Well, you gave them the stuff at about 8 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock now. It's been about 4 hours, so they're about halfway into their day. It's an 8-hour work day, and you can see that they're just bashing away, and it seems that between the two of them, they're in the same forge right now because they have Wyvern. She's kind of in the corner. It looks like she's sitting kind of in like a comfortable meditation position, and she's concentrating on a spell or concentrating on really focusing on getting the weave into these magical components that are being made. You know, there need to be some type of spellcaster here to make these magic items. So they've employed her, and she's just over there kind of just like focusing. But you've concentrated on spells before. You can still like talk and like, you know, it just takes a little bit of your concentration.
Nah, I wouldn't bother. I would just look around, see how they're doing. I'll probably see if the brothers and sisters are okay.
Yep, you can see the appropriate ones. I totally forget who's who, but the armor is bashing away on some dragon scales, trying to make the armor that Dom had put in. We could see the weapon maker. She's focusing on the sling and the hoopka because they're much easier, and the maul that Tusk wanted is a little more complex, so it's going to take a little more time. But there's only one of them. They do have some side hands, you know, some like, you know, apprentice dwarves in there who are just kind of helping them with some of the mundane stuff to help speed up the process. Because otherwise, it would take like 7 days for Tusk to get his item, and that kind of sucks, you know. So he's got like some other people in there, kind of like getting the preparational stuff ready for Tusk's maul and for Dom's, you know, the same guy with the armor guy, because I think he's making an armor. I don't even think Myra even got, or Mira ever even put in an order. So unless you do want to do that and retcon that, Mira, did you ever want to make anything out of dragon stuff?
Do we have enough dragon stuff to do anything?
Does anybody? What do we have left? Does anybody have any dragon stuff? What would
I
you?
have the fang from the dragon stuff, but I don't think you can do anything with it.
Oh, you could definitely use make a tooth into something.
Dagger or
Can
steel.
you upgrade my mace with that?
Mace is a D6.
Yep.
Love it. Yeah. Hold on. I think there's a perfect item for that. Okay, it's slightly better, but that's okay. Yeah, totally. Yours would only be a day as well. It's not gonna be anything crazy good. And I think, what did I say? It was 100 for the day, for the 5-day one. What did I charge you, Flora? Did I charge you anything, or was it just because you had the material?
You charged me 100 for it, and I was like, I almost had 200, but
What did I charge
win.
you, Tusk and Dom? Did I charge you guys 100 each?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do the same thing for you,
Yes,
Flora, or
100
Mira.
each.
If you want to do, well, you know what, for Mira, because your weapon isn't going to be as, I have different plans for theirs. We'll make it 50 for you, because it's just a very simple weapon.
Okay. So how much time does it take?
A day. Just like Flora and Trapspringer. So by tomorrow morning, you should be good to go.
Okay. What I'm going to do also. So it's going to take 50 gold.
50 gold. Just remove it from your inventory.
Done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare several symbols of Mishkal. That is at least normal quality for common people.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to go to a craftsman, and I'm going to say that I come from the temple as a bishop, and that I need at least 100 minimum prepared. How much will it cost?
He sees you, and he sees your holy symbols, and even your Dragon Buster symbol, and he's gonna be like, oh, the word of the Dragon Buster's gotten around. We really appreciate you guys, everything you've done. Yeah, this is super simple. I could make like, how many did you want? 100?
At least 100. Yeah.
100. Okay. It's gonna take me a little bit of time. If you just put some blessings on my establishment, I'll do it for like 5 copper pieces, and I have it ready for like by tomorrow.
Okay. I'll stay in his shop for some time and do blessings of Mishkal on his shop, so that people that enter his shops are blessed by Mishkal.
And he's gonna like make a little like test one. He's gonna kind of work through it real quick while you're there, and before you're, after you're done praying, he'll show you one, and be like, is this good? Do you like that? Is that gonna be, it's just like pretty basics made of just like bent twigs that have been bent in like an infinity, almost like you ever seen like a woven basket? It's almost like a
Mhm.
woven, like with the way that it's like a woven infinity sign, if you will.
I need something that is a bit more durable.
Oh, what type of material?
Do you have something more than a twig?
I mean, twigs are easy and they're cheap.
Mm-hmm. What do you have else?
Let's see.
Copper,
Well,
bronze,
uh,
iron?
I mean, if you want it made of metal, you got to go talk to like a smith. I'm more of like a wood carver or like a
Mm-hmm.
leather worker, really. I'm not much of a smith, and those are heavy too. These will be nice and light. You won't have to worry about weighing yourself down with 100 of them.
Can you do a decoration with the leather? Some leather on it?
Some letters. Okay, yeah. I can put a little leather strap on
Or
there
a
and
twig
invite.
with a strap so that it can be more resistant?
Yeah, I could like, and he'll like take a little leather strap, kind of wrap it around the middle, and or you could even wrap it around the whole thing, and it'd be like the twig would be inside the leather, and that would make it a little more resistant, but it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah. Okay, how much?
Okay, so 5 for all the twigs, and then 5 silver pieces for all the leather I'm gonna need.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll have it ready for you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for following Mishikal. Or whatever god you follow, Mishikal will bless
Well,
this place.
if Mishkal's
For some.
if Mishkal favors the Dragon Busters, then I like Mishkal, because them Dragon Busters are some good folk.
We are. Don't worry. We'll save you.
Phew.
And I leave the establishments and just go my way around the city, praying for Mishakal. I really put all Mishakals that I can put on myself. So, for example, the shield is really visible on my rear. I have Mishakals on my armor. I have the uh, pendant of Mishakal. Um, and if people talks to me, I talk to them. I take the time. All the rest of the day, I take the time to talk with people.
Definitely, and with that naturally, you're gonna find your way to the city market, where I believe Tusk and someone else discovered that there were some fallen Kalaman soldiers that had died at a battle over across the river, and um, there's mourning. There's dead bodies. So going around and like blessing the bodies. There's coins already put out there. So you're just like taking the coins and putting over their eyes and saying some words and things like that.
I also take donations.
Of course.
So that's the rest of my day.
Okay. Is anybody want to do anything before we get to the evening? You guys eat?
I think Laura's probably just gonna go back to the castle and just
Cool.
start working on making.
I think Dom and Tusk would
Making the
probably
potions,
eat
I
and
got you.
just train the soldiers continually.
Cool. And then obviously, Miro made it clear what they want to do. Cool. You guys are gonna make it back through a long day of training. Flora, go ahead and make whatever type of. Obviously, roll me a herbalism kit to see how long it's gonna take you. How many do you want to make?
We'll try to make like the max.
Give me just
It's
one roll
probably
real
gonna take.
quick, and we'll
Okay.
see where that leads us. For herbalism is. Yep, perfect. These are some pretty rough flowers. You can tell they've been kind of dry for a while. Just materials in general, but with your skill, you're able to kind of still get the resources out of them that you need. And instead of taking 3 hours to make it, it only takes you about 2, maybe an hour and a half, and it's not much of a problem. If you want to add those in there, just regular healing potions. As you make your way back to the castle, everyone's gonna eventually come in for dinner and lunch, even Mira. And where you find your guys selves back at the castle lodgings, and dinner's being served at the big table. I'll just put you guys in there and you can do what you want when whatever. Even George is there getting some nice little fish inside of a fishbowl for him. And yeah, it is dinner time. They got some nice roast for you. Nice, some ham, some, some pies, specially ordered from Unk. And you guys are in the castle lodgings.
You know, I think this place might just survive after all. All thanks to us.
I had some delicious dragon fish sticks with Unk.
A dragonfish?
Not really dragon, or not fish, but it's dragon. But we had to say fish stick, so no one was looking and trying to steal the recipe.
Well, they'd have to get the ingredients too.
True, but they would try to harm Unk for the ingredient.
Dragon? Unk has dragon?
Yes. No, it was the dragon I gave him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if they wanted to steal the recipe, they would have to get dragon meat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how are they getting dragon meat? If
That's my question.
they give it to us, right?
What?
Hmm.
No, we have it. We gave it to Unk. Well, Flora did. I just ate mine.
Certainly not all of it. Otherwise, Unc wouldn't have made those very special fish sticks for us.
No, that was for Flora. I didn't go to Unk's.
Did I? No, I didn't go.
Mm-mm.
Nope, just me. I had all of them to myself.
Yeah, I cooked mine over the fire. It was
As
very,
did I. As did I.
very tribal.
You guys eat
Kind
away,
of like a
talking about Unk's fish sticks, and you see the doors open. Familiar face walks in. Darrett Highwater, looking so pristine. And you're like, Dragon Busters! How goes it?
It goes good.
Darrett. It's been good.
Darrett.
Yes, it has.
Tell me, word
Have you
spread
been
that
taking care of yourself?
I'm trying best I can. A little stressed, all these official duties I have to serve and all these meetings I have to. I'd rather be on the front lines just fighting like you guys.
I understand where you're
There's
coming
no
from.
one I trust in here but you. So you need to be here.
In Kalaman, yes, I understand. Well, please tell me, I've heard word that the Dragon Busters killed an ancient red dragon on a lich. And he puts a
I
big
wouldn't
smile on his
say.
face.
I
Give
wouldn't.
me, my headphones are actually about to die. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yes, we totally killed the red dragon on a lich. It was awesome.
Totally an ancient red dragon with a lich on top of it. Totally.
So is that the story we're going with? Okay.
That's what
Yeah,
Tusk
and we
went
were like
with.
soaring through the sky, and like I was like beating this thing and like made it land by like ripping on its wings. When it crashed, there was a huge crater. When Mira blew it up with a freaking spirit bomb. Your mushrooms like all over the place, just giving you like tons of HP, making you this giant mushroom. It
I'm
was
trying
epic.
to give the truth to everyone else.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
I cannot
I love
participate.
this idea of
Yeah,
Tusk
yeah,
being
but
like ancient dragon, and Dom's like adult dragon. He's like lich. It's like officer. It's like soaring through the sky. It's like you're at like 5 feet, like 10 feet off the ground.
Me and Mira in the background are just like, okay.
What? Never heard of that.
I've been trying to tell Tusk that it's like a young red dragon with just a regular officer on top of it. That's what I've been telling him. I know he likes to flare things up, but that's his thing.
Too much.
It's been used to do the same thing with everything. I know how that
He
feels.
shouldn't did it. I think it says he killed a whole town of werewolves one time. Pretty sure it was just a dog.
Yeah. And if he did take out a lot of werewolves, it wasn't by himself.
So, taking advantage of the DM swapping headphones, Garrett totally believes us. 100%.
Had attended. Now it's time to fireball this whole palace.
We have no one that can put any fireball. No. Because he was changed into a small
No
dwarf.
one's here. I cast fireball.
Exactly.
I
What the
can't
hell?
wish this whole kingdom was gone.
Where's my headphone thing? Dang it!
We wish
Oh,
the
you
kingdom
don't know
gone
the
on,
last
like,
the last
we all just
news?
fall to our death.
Oh, you don't know the last news? I became a bishop of the temple.
Ah,
You're a
I don't know
bishop.
any of the rings.
Yeah.
Is that why you
Yeah.
can only walk like this?
And like Tusk like gets up and like walks in straight lines.
Ah, is that true?
No.
No.
There are no rules like that.
Oh.
What
Don't
does a
worry.
bishop do?
Bishops are responsible for the temple, but they do not take any more of what the novice do. The small task. What we do, we go around the town, we recruit people as it is for whatever god we follow, and well, we are more respect.
But I'm busy, so if you guys don't mind. If you don't mind doing that for me. Check, check, check. Does that sound okay?
I hear you.
Check.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to charge my headphones last night, so I gotta use my other headphones. Hope it doesn't sound too bad. These are kind of old.
No,
Oh,
they
sounds
sound
great.
pretty
No, you sound pretty good.
For
You
sure.
sound pretty good, DM.
But I was
They
listening to you
sound
guys.
so
I was
bad.
listening to you guys too. The fireball. Nobody even has fireball. That made me laugh. Because it's like
That's what I was like, hey,
I could hear it through like my monitor
okay.
of my computer, but I couldn't like talk. You know, it was just funny, making me laugh.
That would be me having the fireball right now at like freaking 4 o'clock in the evening.
Right? They,
You
yeah,
are
right.
very
If
nice.
anyone's got a fireball, it's Dom. You know what I'm saying? And just to fill you in, Mariah, that is a popular whiskey flavored American drink that a lot of the people like to. It's like a liqueur. It gets you drunk. I don't know. If,
Yeah, I don't mind
is
it.
Fireball even a thing that's popular where you're from, Mira? Do you even know what that is? I know
The
you're
what?
like. It's an alcohol called Fireball. You ever had it before?
I don't drink alcohol.
I was gonna say I don't know if they even sell it out there. I think it's like only in America, pretty much.
No, it's even worse. I don't drink alcohol.
That's good. Shit, that's not a bad thing.
Day has
Shit.
been happening.
Or a
The day
big
has
gin
been
and tonic.
He's like, I don't do alcohol. I only do fucking super hardcore steroids. He's like jacked. I can see it. All right, back to the game. I'm getting distracted.
Okay.
Derek
Yeah,
comes
we're all
in.
sitting around here.
He kind of jokes about the Lich and the Red Dragon story. And he kind of smiles.
Almost people put it in the history books that way. Tusk doesn't care.
Well, your journey against the young Red Dragon was very impressive, nonetheless. I heard you brought parts to Hammer Forge this morning and started making some items out of those Red Dragon's parts. That's very wise of you.
Thank you for believing that it is a young Red Dragon, because it will be too much to do anything else.
Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll work your way up to an ancient one eventually, if you ever find one. Those boys usually only stay
I
in their
would
layers.
help. I would need the help of my goddess for that.
Oh, definitely. We all will. Well, I don't want to sour your meal, but I do come with some bad news.
Yeah, what's the bad news?
What's that?
What's the news, Derek?
Kalaman's borders are being attacked.
That's
We
not
have
new.
an outpost. Well, it's not new, but specifically, there's an outpost called Wheelwatch that stands near the border of the land Estwald. The fort supplies Kalaman's forces with many patrol of the border, many different areas to come and go, so people can bring trade for the city. And if we lose this outpost, we could lose many of our resources for the citizens here. Food, new clothing for incoming refugees, and other resources we need
For
to
the
win the
greater
war.
good,
Yes.
I'm willing to sacrifice my life.
This fort is
For the greater
24.
good.
This fort is 24 miles southeast here of the city, and it seems to have been taken by the Dragon Army.
We will capture that for you then.
Well, you won't
Absolutely.
you won't have to do it alone though. Raven of Volglir is aiding Kalaman's military. She was given command of a force to
That's
retake that
okay.
outpost, but the force is small and inexperienced.
We have no time to train more for now. If they want to train, they need to, stay here.
I agree. It's not so much training I want. I want someone experienced to go down there and show them how it's done and just take the fort back.
Tusk is there. He can show them.
We could probably only take one person with us, but not all of them.
Well, the
Well, I
idea.
think they just want to stand there and watch.
Well, let me explain myself. They're already there.
Cover the people who run away, at least.
Oh, they're already there?
They're already there.
We've sent
Then
them
we
there.
need to take it. We need to take it back.
But they're inexperienced, and what word has gotten back to us from Raven is that, and I don't mean Raven, I mean an actual raven bird that flew back with a letter, told us that, I see how that's confusing now that I look at it and understand. That is actually very confusing. They have told us that the outpost is taken, and there's too many Kalaman soldiers for them to use their inexperienced team, and we need someone who can help them.
Okay.
Wait,
We got
Tusk.
this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do it then, guys.
When do you want us to leave?
Tomorrow morning. Get your rest, get your sleep, and he plops down a piece of paper, and it looks like it's a drawing, and he's like, this was sent from Raven, and it looks like a drawing of the outpost, and it's kind of pointing to a few things. The fort's tall northeast tower is like a watchtower that's commanding view of the surrounding land, so that's kind of what is considered. It's got a big circle on it that says watchtower. All four corners are fortificated and are equipped with horns that sentries that raise an alarm. So every corner of the wheel watch has these big horns on them that you can blow into. And then she's been watching there's a note that says, like Army, Red Dragon Army, soldiers, ? And he can't tell how many are there. And they're about a mile from the fort. It would have been northeast. You guys are going south. What did I say? You're going south?
Southeast.
Yeah, you're going southeast. They're going to be like going northwest, and you're going to meet in that so they're like a mile away from the actual castle. They're like kind of just watching it. Not castle, excuse me, the fort. It's got pillars and it's made of stone. It looks like a castle. I'm sorry.
Yep, gotcha.
Cool. But that's all that Derek knows right now. And he puts down the ladder and he kind of grabs some food and he just eats a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, I'd appreciate you doing this for us. It's I don't know if there's another team I could trust to do it."
Well, probably not. We're the best thing you got.
Huzzah!
Please take care of yourself, Barrett.
I'll do my best.
And she'll slide over a chamomile flower. Put this in some nice hot water, and this will help you chill out.
Oh, that's very nice. Yes, make some tea. And he's very grateful. That's very clever, actually. You could totally make tea out of any of those things. It's all flowers. The stash stand is super cool armor. And he'll look at you, Dom, and be like, "Oh, new armor for you, I see, Dom. Very nice."
Thank you for complimenting my armor. I made it myself, he says proudly.
Very nice. Well, if we ever find a soldier that dies with some plate, I'll be sure to send it to the Dragon Busters as soon as possible. But you're very resourceful finding and making your own armor.
Yes, with the years I've worked in the Hill Dwarves, I would know.
Yes, if only those suits of armor were made of stone, am I right? He's kind of laughs.
Stone.
That'd be so heavy.
Yes.
Stone would be so inconvenient, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay.
Well, he's gonna take a couple bites. I won't bother your evening. I have many things to go to, many more people to speak with. I'll be downstairs in the main chamber hall. If you need anything, of course, just holler and we'll be there. Of course, you can always ask for Phil, the knight you met, who is doing. He loves doing front flips for some reason down that hallway every day. He's just doing front flips. And he'll leave.
Doing front flips.
Yeah, a while back, you guys, it was Tusk, Mira, and Flora, I think. And you were waiting outside the chamber while Mira was listening to what the councilmen were talking about, and you convinced that you could beat the guard in like a flipping competition. And Tusk rolled really well, but then Phil rolled a crit and did like 13 backflips in a row.
I remember.
Yeah, that's Phil.
Backflip champion.
Tusk is, yeah, that's why Tusk was like,
Backflip.
What backflip?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had one time when we first got here, they didn't let me in, and then there was a guard, and we started doing backflips against each other, and he was really good. I've been working on it like you saw today, but it's too tall.
I guess it works well for those of us who are shorter than you.
I think we should try to go to bed, honestly. We have a long day tomorrow.
Okay.
Indeed.
To bed we go.
And you all go to bed, and you all find your way to your bed. Throughout the night, you're sleeping, and Flora, you're sleeping there on your bed, and you just hear George. He's like, meow, meow, meow. He's just meowing over and over again. It's very annoying.
Maybe Flora doesn't care.
No, I think she's kind of like used to hearing like animal noises. I think it's almost like a white noise for her. Sure. I guess I'll do an insight check then to see if like he's having a nightmare or something like that.
You look at him. Go ahead and roll insight. I love that.
A dirty 20.
Yeah, you look at him. He's awake. He's sitting there like a cat. He's
Oh.
meowing. Meow.
Oh, what is it, George?
Meow.
Is there something you gotta do?
Meow. Are you gonna get out of bed?
Yeah.
The moment you get out of bed and walk up to George, ask him what he wants to do, he kind of just like starts to purr and just like rubs himself in between your legs.
Do you want to sleep next to me then?
Meow. And he
More than
runs.
enough room.
He kind of darts over here, and he kind of just stands next to this door.
Oh. I guess it's exploring time.
Meow.
I'll open the door.
Yep, you open the door, and he scurries out, and he just goes on to like this ledge, jumps onto it, and he starts to poo.
Oh, I'm just gonna get the doorway then. To let the cat poo. Hope that doesn't land on anyone.
And he just does his little business, and then you just hear like the kicking sound of like a cat like scraping his feet across stone, like trying to dig, like bury it, but like it's just an instinct at this point. There's nothing to bury it with. He's just doing it out of natural cat instinct. And then he will come back inside, meow, and he will just go over to the best part of your bed, like the most inconvenient spot he could pick. He's gonna lay right in it.
Time to play a Tetris game. I just try to Tetris my body around.
Yep,
Very
not disturbing.
uncomfortable position.
Not trying to disturb the kitty. And you make your way over, and you're just playing a little Tetris with the cat, and you're gonna sleep. And you guys get your long rest in there after helping the kitty go to the bathroom. And that is you get your long rest. Yeah, I don't know if you guys even had any resources missing, but if you did, get them back.
Let's change up some spells. Let's see if I can come up with new combinations.
I'm going to change the spell too. I'm going to pray on the morning to change them.
Yep. It's like a couple minutes per spell, so it doesn't take that long. However you guys want to switch them around, even if you want to do all 9 of them, it'll only probably take like an hour to do that. I know freaking Mira gets 9. Flora only gets like 7, I think.
Yeah, 7.
Because
I don't
clerics
know.
are beast-like. You're 5 plus your whiz, and then not counting any of your spore stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all your spore stuff is free. Which is really cool because I'm actually playing a Shepherd Druid in a different campaign. And you don't get any spells, which is like, come on. Spore Druid gets
Pretty
like
hard
12.
to that one.
Cool.
I played Stars of the Druid one time, and
Yep.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's Travis Trunks in our Fandelver campaign. He is a Star Druid. All right, you guys get your rest in. You wake up in the morning. You're off. You know where you need to go. You know what your mission is. What do people want to do before we head off? I'd assume Flora wants to at least go to the Hammer Strike, seeing that her item was only going to take a day. Same with Miera.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. We'll just do that then. Let's put the party back up.
So, Tusk, what did you think of our sparring? I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Showing the
We can
soldiers
always
what
improve.
needed to be done.
That way they'll defend the city. They're a lot stronger than when we first got here.
I know
Perfect.
I have only joined the Dragon Busters, not since the beginning. but I feel like I'm part of you guys.
Of course you are. We've almost died together.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Tusk and Dom embrace each other over their life, their life flashed before their eyes, their near-life death experience. And Flora, Mira, you make your way to Hammer Strike Forges. It looks like they're now readily working on, Tusk's actual maul and Dom's actual armor. And they see you, and they go, "Oh, Flora, Mira, yes!" And you actually see Trapspringer there waiting early in the morning as well. He's very excited. He'll be like, "Oh, hey guys."
Hello.
You excited for your dragon thing? I know I am, Trapspringer says.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited, honestly.
Heck yeah. And you see the doors open up, and it's Wayrin, and it's the appropriate Hammer Strike sibling, whatever. I think you made weapons, so it's going to be I think the woman makes weapons. I have to learn that better. And they're gonna walk out, and they're like, "Here you go." And they hand you what looks to be a very nice sling made from the wing, or like it's very nice loose leathery that's made of a sling. And Miera, they're gonna hand you a war pick, and for the I guess it could be a long sword too. I just thought war pick made more sense with a tooth. And then with Trapspringer, they're going to give him a hoop cup. And then you can see Waren come out, and she is looking at you guys, and he's like, "Well, I'm just a smith. Here's the mage. They'll go over the magic stuff with you, and it's kind of out of my forte." And Waren will look at you all and say, "Good morning, Dragon Busters and Trapspringer. I guess you all are Dragon Busters. Let me explain some of these items to you, so you know what makes them special. Any objections? Is that okay?"
Yeah.
All ears.
I have no objections.
Perfect. Well, Flora, your sling is a very special sling. Of course, it's a sling. You can put rocks in it, and you can throw rocks at people and whatnot. But if you don't put any rocks in it, and you just sling it around, it actually throws little fireballs. And I don't mean like fireballs like the spell. I mean just like a little ball of fire to blow up and hit them in the face, and you can set stuff on fire with it.
I got so excited for a second.
Yeah. It basically, instead of shooting a rock and doing, what is it, 1d4?
Yeah.
It's 1d4 fire damage instead of 1d4 whatever the hell a rock is, bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, yeah.
And of course, any rock that you shoot out of it is going to be treated as magical for the purpose of overcoming magical resistances. But that's it. Miera, your war pick here is made from the tooth of a dragon, very powerful. It is a war pick. While you hold this war pick, you'll have proficiency with it, as long as you keep it, and it also overcomes magical resistances. So it's great for hitting those ghastly ghouls or some type of element from another plane or something. Fire. Maybe not a fire elemental, but well, it would work on a fire elemental. It's just piercing damage, so that would work too.
Good.
And my friend Trapspringer, here you are, and she hands him his little hoopka, and it is basically it's basically the same thing as your sling, Flora. If he shoots something out of the hoopka part, it becomes fire if he so chooses it. He can also choose to stab people with the tip of it and make that fire as well. And it, of course, same thing, overcome magic resistances. No pluses or anything because they're all pretty basic common items. It's just that, and they could have, if they had more time, of course, that's how you get more magic into it, and that's how they get a little more special. But as far as just basic day one, I can make it in a day magic item, these are definitely fit that category. So feel free to add, like, if you want to, I don't know if you know how to customize your sling, but if you want to change it to fire damage, or if you want to add fire damage as a secondary type on there, Mira, if you want to throw a war pick on your character sheet, and
I can't find it in the items.
It's not. Okay, let's just say for the sake of you being an elf, it's a longsword. It's a D8. So, because you can have
It
longsword,
has.
you already have longsword proficiency. Just throw a longsword on there.
Okay, is it a normal longsword?
Yeah, just a normal longsword. It overcomes magical resistances, and it's made of dragon scales and a dragon tooth. Excuse me. The tip of it, I guess.
Okay.
Wait. What was the other thing I had ready? It can't. Wait, hold on. You can. Okay, I left this part out. If you say a command word, you can light the sword up, like a sort of. It doesn't like do extra fire damage, but you can light the sword up and light up a distance like you have a torch in your hand if you ever need a torch. Also, you could light stuff on fire with it if you like touch it against something. Obviously slashing it in battle, you probably won't get a whole lot, but like if you had to just like hold it against some wood for a little while, you could probably set that on fire if you just let it sit there while it's still burning.
Okay. I cannot add it to my fire. I can't. I don't know why it doesn't add itself.
Weird. Oh, younger. Oh, I like that. You had a claw. I love it. And then longsword. I got you. I don't even call it like a dragon. It was a tooth or a claw?
It was a claw.
I call it the dragon claw longsword. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
It's at the very bottom of your yep, there you go. Boom.
Oh, so one-handed.
So there's like a one-handed one and a two-handed one. But I imagine you're only ever going to use one-handed because you got your nice shield.
Can light up for light like a torch.
Yeah, basically if you just want to throw the words of a torch in there, you can do that. You're more than like kind of whatever a torch says in the here I got you.
Okay. Does it do anything else?
It's resistant. You can overcomes the resistances of weapons that like if you hit an enemy that has resistance to a non-magical weapon, it overcomes that resistance. So it is magical for the purposes of that.
Okay. And it can put fire like to a wood or something like that.
Yeah, like you can use it as a source to make a fire. Like it's not gonna do fire damage to enemies, but if like you hold it against something long enough while it's lit up, it will set it on fire.
Okay. And light up fire.
Here, I threw that first part in there. A torch burns in 1 hour. Well, I guess it will burn as long as you want. Provide bright light for 20-foot radius, dim light for a 40-foot radius of light. Alright, not bad. I got you. There you go, boom. Cool. Alright, we have, anybody else want to do anything before you head off for your journey to the Wheel Watch post?
I don't think so.
Cool. Squadding up. Got your same cart. You got some rations in there. Let's see. What did I say it was? 20 miles? Did I say 20? What did I say?
Something like that. It wasn't an
Something
even
like that.
number like that, though.
Whatever. I already put it on the map, so whatever the map tells us it is, that's how long it's going to take. Because I already drew it. Where's the big boy map? Bam. I love this map.
Yeah.
This is a great map right here. Really zooms in. So, you guys are there. Right here. And Fort Wheelwatch is on the border of where Gravel Run and where Raiding Hill meet. So right down there on the edge of the other side of those mountains and or hills. They're not really mountains, they're like hills. These are mountains down here. Those are like big old hills. So on the other side of that, you'll find...
So it's not as far as the Scout was.
No, the Scout had a big-ass river in between it, which sucked. These things are just small, like... I mean, they're rivers, but they're not like a giant Vingard River. That thing is 2 miles wide.
Yeah.
Cool.
When that happened, I went a piece.
You guys are jamming over there. So, I guess technically it's gonna take. Let's see. Boom. I mean, it's gonna take a day to get in between, like right here, and then you have to find obviously Raven in the mountains or in this forest area, wherever they are, hide it out a mile away, and then because I mean, what would a mile be in here? I might be misjudging this. You cannot snap to center with this thing. It's horrible. And it's like, okay, so that's like 2 miles. So like they're probably like on the other side of this river, like chilling. You know what I mean? Just like somewhere like not far from the fort. So you're definitely gonna have to find a way over the river, and find them without raising too many alarms for the Red Dragon Army. So I'd say it probably take 2 days. So the stock is obviously gonna be 8 rations in there, or 10 because you have your kitty. And then enough water to travel for 4 days, or 2 days, right? Because like I said, 2 days. So anything else other than that, naturally that's gonna be put in there for you because they know the distance.
I don't think we need anything else. I can't think of anything else.
Me neither.
Perfect.
Got a lot of health potions.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to keep those or hand them out to the party however you see fit. Obviously, Mira is blessed with Mishkal. They don't really need to heal via potion. They can heal with their magic. You can heal with your magic. Tusk got them hands. But you know that Dom, other than maybe taking a deep breath, he can't really heal anybody other than himself.
Yeah, I think I would hand 2 to Tusk and Dom.
Perfect. Tusk, Dom, you see Flora hands you over 2 nice healing potions. Looks like they were custom made by Flora herself. And feel free, if you want to put those on your utility belt, that will allow you to use them as a bonus action for you or a friend during combat. If you know where your utility belt is, it's underneath your bio.
Mm-hmm.
Just write that in there. Cool. Music is low today. My background overworld music. Okay. Let's do it. Whoever wants to head out. We won't really need we'll need a survivor roll.
Can't add it right now to my inventory.
It's not letting you guys add things in your inventory?
I don't know why. I'm using my phone. I'm trying
no,
to
Mira had the
quickly
same
add
problem.
things.
Maybe it's the Roll20. Maybe it's something I have to do. They just updated the damn thing again, so there might be some new features I'm not aware of. I got you, homie.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance it up.
That's a 22. We love these rolls with survival. Thank you, dice. Thank you.
See what I did there, Dom? I don't know if you can see that.
I will to Flora. Do you put guidance on yourself for all the journey?
Not all of the journey, but sometimes when I feel like I'm very unlucky.
If you don't, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to guidance yourself.
Heck yeah. Anytime Flora doesn't, Mira's got your back. With that roll, you're going to make your way through Kalamana, no problem. When you guys get to about right over here, everyone will go ahead and roll me a perception roll.
I'm going to guidance Mira.
You have guidance for this one, yeah.
Heck yeah. Guidance each other.
I
But still roll the d4. It could help.
think Dom must see something. And Tusk too.
Yes. You both notice we have Mira and the reason Mira and Flora have such a tough time noticing is they're in the cart, kind of steering it with Tusk's Warhorse kind of just there still. He's never been killed or had an issue, so I don't think we have to recast that. I think it just lasts till the horse is gone. I'm like pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
how it works.
regardless, you have your own human real life horse from this plane of existence. So either way, you got a horse. And you know, Tusk, Dom, you notice a lot of footprints. Lots of footprints in like a marching formation, going kind of like in this general direction. You know, kind of marching southwards. And it's not. You give me investigation rolls, both Tusk and Dom.
What rolls?
Investigation when you're looking at these footprints.
Investigation.
Can
Okay.
I help them? I'll help Tusk.
Are you proficient in that?
Yes, I am.
Then do it.
Yeah, I'll give Tusk a
Get
help
some
action.
advantage, Tusk.
Okay. Where is investigation? There it is.
16. Tusk, you realize with Flora's help, they're pointing it out. Flora, you see it too. These aren't humans' footsteps. This looks like the Red Dragon Army. It looks very animal-esque and lizard-like.
Hmm. Well, that means that we should follow them, right?
Yeah. She has her umbrella out, ready to fight.
Heck yeah. Who did the Dragon 100 roll? Was it Dom?
I think it was
believe
me.
so, yeah.
Alright.
No, that was me.
Okay,
That was
whoever
me.
hasn't done a 100 roll in a while, go for it.
Mira, how many times have you rolled?
Hmm?
How many times have you rolled the 100?
How many times have you done the D100 roll?
Less than you, I think.
Probably. I don't think you've done it at all that very much. Go ahead, you can do it.
I did sometime, I think twice, maybe.
78, that's a good one. Okay. Okay.
If you die today, I'm sorry.
I just want to figure out what
Or
map
not.
I'm going
Good day
to
to
use. Where's
die.
my generic maps? Okay. Let's do... We've used already so many of them. Perfect. Yeah, as you're making your way down, you see those footsteps leading up into the hills as you're starting to reach south. And up in the hills, you see an old, what looks to be abandoned, like house. It looks like really beaten up. Like let's say like it's like right over here, this hilly area, and there's a really bad old beaten up house that looks like it's like the walls are all shattered and the roof is caved in, and it looks like it's pretty badly beaten up. And all the footsteps seem to lead up there.
I think we need to go and sneaky.
What should we do?
We need to be sneaky. Because what if they set up a trap in there?
Okay.
So I'll cast Pass
I think
Without Trace on
sneaky
us.
is the best option for us.
Then the level 2 slot for Pass Without Trace on us.
Heck yeah. So you guys are super sneaky. You guys want to sneak your way up to that house? Go ahead and roll me a stealth roll as a group.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a 30, 17, 15, 28.
Okay, so Tuss extra sneaky today,
Yeah, me too.
right? And me. Oh, dang, you both were the heavy armor. You guys are all clinking around, but Flora just covers it up with your. You're not even clinking. It's just Dom's clinking. And Flora covers it up with her. What's that combined? Let me add that up. I'm sorry. My calculator.
Well, it's 30 plus 27 plus 15 plus 28.
Thank you for that. That is a 25 on average. It was 100 between the four of you. It's awesome. Yep. You guys sneak up, and what you see is two of those silver-esque dragons. They are intimidating a local, and the local is very scared. It's a commoner just dressed in just garb. Looks like some pretty crappy clothing, and they're yelling at him and telling him like, "What did you see? We're gonna eat you if you don't tell us what we want to know." And then she's like, "Please, please don't eat me." And it's these dragons specifically.
We need to save her tusk, please. You know them. You know how they are. Kill them.
Yes.
Okay.
We have to save them.
If no one's
We have
gonna stop,
save her.
how far away are they from us?
Let's see. Let me look at the map.
200.
Okay, there we go. Okay, right there, right there, right there, right there. You guys have snuck up to the point where you are probably about 50 to 60 feet away from the. You're about 60 feet away from the commoner, and the guys are so big, you're like 50 feet away from them.
We can try to get closer.
I need to get within. If I can get within 30 feet, I can just teleport over to him.
I can get them by surprise if I get close.
Heck yeah. What's the range on that sneaky sneak stuff again, Flora?
30 feet? Or
Yeah.
10 feet?
Is it 30?
Yeah, 30 feet. Within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, Tusk, you could totally do another stealth check with the bonus and get within close enough where you could Misty. Well, Misty Step has some verbal components, does it not?
It does. You are right.
If
So,
Flora
I think that
moved
might-
up 15 feet with you, you would be in within range to sneak up behind them and try to bop them over the head with your maul.
I'll do that.
Yep, so Flora, give me a stealth. Tusk, give me a stealth. You guys are going together. And then, Tusk! Hot! And then
That's
for our girl Flora,
25.
that's 23 and 30. There's no way these guys' passive perception is anywhere near that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
John
There's
would
one on
be
the
next
left.
to
There's one on the right,
right.
Tusk. There's an open... In fact, I'm going to move you on the map now, and then you guys can just tell me what you want to do.
Dom would be next to Tusk, but he wouldn't say anything or do anything.
Well, you'd
pretty
have
much
to do
right
a stealth check as well then.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. It's really an easy
You doing a
roll.
stealth check?
Yeah.
Can you roll one or no?
I got 17.
17 still good enough. And you're gonna go up there with him. Let's move you to the map. That's what I was trying to do. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Boop. So you guys are on the map now. Is it daytime on this map? It should be daytime.
Looks daytime.
Yep, daytime is on. You are right there. The green circle indicates the sneaky. We have Dom here as well. We'll put him right there. We are going to start a surprise round. And, of course, we're going to just use your movement. Let's make sure Dom is in a good spot. No. Dom, you are right here. Tusk, you are right here. We're going to start combat, and in a surprise round, you guys are going to get your surprise off. Hold on one second. There's no way his is higher than that either. Yeah. Perfect. It's you're gonna use the bushes. You're gonna use the walls for your cover to kind of sneak up on them. And let me get a counter going. Let's roll for some initiative. And let's change the music because this is depressing. depressing. There's some cool battle music in here. Is that the one that dun, dun, dun? Yeah, I like that one. That one's actually I really like the no, the UBCS theme is the best one. No, actually I like this one. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can you turn it up to you?
I got you.
Thank you.
I just recorded it really quietly. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Let's roll the initiative. Okay. All right. We got the battle going. We still need a roll from Miera. I don't know if you can see yourself. You're way down here at the bottom, though.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Let me order that. Not bad. Better than one of them, so you're right in the middle between them. Cool. You guys are in surprise round. They're all completely surprised. None of them see you. The commoner doesn't even see you. You guys are using the coverage of the wall to kind of make your way up there. What do y'all... Dom, surprise round. What are you doing? You're in stealth mode right now. You can move 25 feet with your stealth, and not like that's what that roll was for. You have a 17 with that.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the first guy I see, and I'm just gonna start hacking away 2 times with my great axe.
Mm.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna summon my Echo Knight.
I got you. I know you haven't. I know you really can't do that, so I got you. Hold on. And then, bam! What do you want your Echo Knight to be?
Oh, you already got it.
I got you. I know. I know it's hard for you because you're with your phone right now. Ah, you're like
Okay.
inside the dragon. It's weird.
I didn't want to be inside the dragon, but you know.
Inside the dragon.
Yeah, that would be really horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, just right next to me is fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2 times with my great axe.
Do it. Ooh! First one's a crit, second one's gonna miss.
Ooh, that's a crunchy roll.
Yeah, roll that crit.
Love that anime song.
My phone's kind of weirding out right now.
I got you. So 15 plus 3, it's 18 H pizzle.
18 damage to the guy, and that's it for my turn.
Love it. Tusk, they're surprised. First one gets bopped over right over his wings with Dom's smack, and the other one looks over to him, completely caught off guard.
All right. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right up to there. And then I'm going to... I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Oh, snap.
And then I'm going to hit him with my maul.
It's
I didn't get it.
you're assuming you're hitting the one that's not the one you're standing next to, obviously. Let me put a Hunter's
the one
Mark
right in
on
front of me.
him, and that's hitting.
Hell yeah. So, Hunter's Mark, maul,
Oh yeah, re-roll that one.
that reroll.
Woohoo! That's one away from
Oh.
max. We're going with 16 plus the 5. That's 21 points of yamage.
Then come back on the other side.
That's hitting. Roll that one. Woo! For another 9, 14, 16 points of damage.
I just like
Tusk.
run up, and as I do, I'm just like making the sigil in the air, and then like I get close and I put my hand on his chest, and now there's just like this dark red glowing mark on him, and then one hand on one side of his face, and then two hands on the other side of his face.
I love it. Tusk, I love it. Anything else?
Nope.
Surprise! Miera.
Wait. I'm going to do a classical. No, I'm going to help them with my spiritual weapon. I'm going to put it here. I can. No, am I close enough? Yeah, I'm close enough. So I'm going to put my spirit weapon in there.
Love
I'm going
it.
to attack immediately.
Love it.
And I'm going to.
Let me color code some people. So you're going to attack obviously the one he's next to. Why am I even asking? Go ahead. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack the civilian. That's just kidding. Okay, let's check here. Blah, blah. Where is it again? Ah, this one. Okay. Submit. 19 to heal, 12 force.
19? Oh, that's hitting. 12 force? Ooh, that's max.
That's max. That was my bonus action. As an action, I'm going to do a cantrip against this guy. I'm going to ring the bell in his ears. He's damaged, so he's going to take or not 7.
He rolls a 14, failing to your 15, so he's taking that 7. What a potent turn from the healer. Nice 20 piece, or 19 at least. That's nice.
That's my turn.
Surprise! Flora.
Okay, dang. I was like, most of my spells are AoE, and I can't do one in there. So I think what Flora will do is she's gonna drop her concentration on the spell, and then she's gonna go up to close as she can. So we're gonna go about like, I at least need to be 25, 10. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go 25 feet right here, kind of right behind that Echo Knight, and action. I am going to spend a wild shape point, and we're gonna do some extreme damage. Bonus action, we're going to use Shillelagh.
Love it.
And that will be it.
So we got a symbiotic spore going. I love the little... Boop. We got our shrooms, they're in there. The commoner, surprise! Dom! Big Dom!
Dom, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you if you're talking, buddy. Good call, Mira.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Yeah, sorry. I was getting a soda real quick when you ended Mira's turn. I'm going to strike twice at the red dude, and then I'm going to strike once with my Echo Knight with that other special ability.
Love it. Can you mark the special abilities down on your character sheet, or do I have to do it for you?
I can.
Cool. I just don't know how it works on the phone, honestly. Never done it before.
It's the same as regular.
Is it? Well, then I won't overthink it. Go and swang!
If it'll load up.
Right?
It's taking a little bit to load up.
It's okay. You know, I need a drink too. I'm gonna grab one. But I'm still on my mic.
I don't know why it's taking a while to load up right now.
War 20 is the worst.
Let me see if the app will work.
I do not
Twice
enjoy the
with
app.
my great axe. So it's a total of 3 times right now. And then once with my ability.
Want me to knock it out for you real quick?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. Bam! That's hidden.
20,
That's hidden.
25.
Do the damage on those first. Oh, you said you're going for the blue one anyway, so yeah, you're good.
So 2 on red and 1 on blue.
Love it. You already announced it.
Okay.
Roll the damage.
I don't know how it's going to do the damage for me on the
I got you.
thingy. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. You murdered the shit out of this guy. You slice his wings off.
Slice his wing and heads off, right?
Yep. Wing and head. And then hold on.
And I still got the third one for my Equinite.
When you murder this Sivak Draconic, his body poofs into an image, and it's an image of your friend Odysseor, and he's getting stabbed to death by a bunch of Draconic the generals. He's like, please help me! Why couldn't you help me? Everybody within 10 feet roll a wisdom saving throw.
But Dom didn't even know what Odysseor.
Still, it looks terrifying. To Dom, it's his friend, Blom. It was a dwarven guy. I don't know. Somebody Dom knows.
He would know him through his faction. Like, you know, he would keep an eye out on who was in and out of that.
Let me get some wisdom saves. Boom, boom, and I need one from the Dom man. Dom,
18.
It helps that you don't know who Odysseor is. You're like, I don't fucking care. Flora, Tusk, you are both frightened from this image. You are both going to be frightened for the next minute.
No.
Oh no. Alright. I still need
go
to
ahead
do
and attack
one more
blue.
attack with my Equinite. It's taking forever with that.
It's okay. I'm not in a huge rush or anything.
Okay, combat. Great axe. Roll.
That one's gonna miss though. You might not have been. Yeah, you go ahead. You roleplay it. I love it.
Yeah, the shadow just appears to, like, you know, being distracted from the vision or whatever it is, and just, you know, misses the attack.
You took
That's
the words.
it for my turn.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
All right. He would have had a turn if he wasn't dead. Mira. Commoner's looking scared. Red has been completely head cut off. You were too far away to know what was going on, but you see Flora and Tuss, they look real scared like. You never seen Tuss so scared.
Let's see. So this guy... Going to move there, my weapon is going there. I'm going to attack him with my weapon first. To 19 to hit, 11 force. I'm going to ring his ears with Toll of the Dead. That will be a 4. Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm narrating that whole thing. I said bonk. He's going to fail that though. And he's going to take another. He's taking all that damage.
Yeah, 15 total.
The bell rings loud today. Mishkal is pleased with your new hierarchy, with your new established role. And that's going to hurt. Finally, after getting his face pummeled in by this dude.
You're up.
My bad, Tusk.
Okay.
He is going to return the favor to Tusk. Tusk, you are... Oh, yeah, please do that, Flora. That could actually save Tusk's life. Was that... How much damage was that?
I think it's 1. Because the other person has to be in there.
He passes. Damn, that would have been key if he fucking failed. He passes. He is going to... And you are feared, Tusk. But let me go double check it. The image is still there. Like, the image is coming from the dead body of the Savak Draconin. So, as long as you're within range and eyesight of that, you're going to be frightened. Or until a minute passes. And you have disadvantage to... Now, does... Okay, so he doesn't have advantage on you. That's all I wanted to make sure. Because he's not really scaring you. He's going to make 2 sword attacks. Yak, yak! 20 and a 23. That's going to hit you with 16 slashing and 10 slashing. I probably should have did it in a different order. I'm dumb. Yeah, he would have crit you if I did it the other way around. God, I'm so stupid. You're lucky I fucked up. Give me a strength saving throw. You just took 26 damage if you want the total. I'm sorry. The way I did that was kind of confusing.
Yeah, I was just subtracting it.
You pass. You don't get knocked prone, but you're going to take another 10 bludgeoning.
Ooh, 34 damage.
These boys hurt. Flora. And give me 3 con saves.
Oh,
yeah.
Tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. Good. Flora.
She's gonna go 15 feet this way because she's a little scared.
Yeah, you can move away from the source. That's fine.
Let's see, and then 15. So she's just enough away. She's gonna go. Oh, how to get close. Another 5 feet, so 20 to this one.
Okay.
And she's gonna.
Is that not walking towards your fear?
Well, technically, I mean, yes, but with where she was standing, she could have done this. So it's like, I'm not going to penalize Flora for that. You know what I mean? Can you see that?
Yeah, because it's still moving away from
Exactly.
your fear.
So I'm not going to penalize her for that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Then.
There's just enough space between that fallen down wall and the guy to where you can make a clean swing. That wall's kind of right there, but you can kind of like just get around it and make a little smack. If that's what you were thinking about doing. Which, hell yeah, you did, and that's going to smack.
And then, so it's gonna do 4 necrotic and 8 bludgeoning, so that's 12.
Flora. You've bopped this draconic savonic over the head. Describe to the group how you murder this dragon.
So I think what Flora's gonna do is she's gonna hit the draconic soldier in the mouth where it perfectly like fairly opens up, and you just see a bunch of spore just going down this dude's throat.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. You barely got him with that 15, and you're going to smack him down his throat. He's going to fall to the ground. Everybody within 10 feet, he blows up, and he looks like some innocent Kalaman civilians being tortured and being enslaved by the Red Dragon Army. Everybody within 10 feet, roll me a wisdom save. Except for Tusk and Floor, because you're already scared.
Oh,
but at the end of your turn, that's going to be your wisdom save to get out of it. Tusk, also give me another wisdom save, 2 of them.
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah, actually, Tusk, give me 1 wisdom save. Okay, you're still scared. And then that will be for this one technically, but you're not going to get scared because you're already scared. And then Dom, roll me 1. I'm sorry to ask you roll for 2, Tusk. That was wrong. I apologize.
Okay, I'm starting with this.
And you're gonna be frightened by that as well. I'm gonna put a blue dot on you, Dom, to remind us which one you're scared of. and vice versa. Next is the commoner. The commoner is going to run. Oh, thank you so much. They're going to run up to you, Mira, and they're going to look at you, and they're going to say, Miss Cow.
They're going to say,
Miss Cow will not save you now.
uh-oh.
And the commoner has a big smile on her face, and it seems that it's not a commoner at all. It shapeshifts into its real form, and it is one of those Uruk Draconic that you saw at the weddings or at the funeral for. And he is going to cast. Let's see. He's just gonna rend the shit out of you. He's just gonna start attacking you with his hands.
Okay.
Oh no.
And he's gonna hit you once for 9 slashing damage.
Wow.
And okay. Yeah, he's also gonna turn around and he's gonna blow out his acid breath at the 3 scared people in a 15-foot cone. Will that hit all of you? Can he do that in a way that would hit everybody?
It would only hit 3.
Yeah, he'd probably have to. He's just gonna get Dom, Echo Knight, and Tusk. He can't get Flora, the angle that he's at. So go ahead and roll me a. Let's get the music back, Epic, because I was trying to fool you guys. Haha, you've been fooled. And this dragon is gonna roll that. Can we get a con save? Con save, please.
You know what? Also, since he is an enemy, wait a minute.
Yes, you can use your reaction now that he has revealed himself if you so choose. Heck yeah.
I say 14 for me.
He's taking it. Good hit,
Yes,
Flora. Okay. And, okay, con saves. We got a 20 from Tusk. We got a 14 from Dom. What is yours, Flora? You got a roll me a con save. Oh, no, you're not in the thing. The Echo Knight's going to die no matter what. Because even if you fail, you take this. If you pass the save, you're going to take half of 25 damage.
Yeah.
And you feel a strong resistance come over you. You seem to have grown a resistance from this dragon breath for the next 24 hours. You're both going to take 13 points of damage. Poison. Dom, you take 7. You're a dwarf.
7?
Yes. Because you're resistant to poison damage.
Okay.
That is going to be our commoner's turn. I just removed him from the turn order. I apologize. He had an 18. Let me get them back on there. And then let me reorder it. Boom. Dom, this man has just revealed himself as a horrible, horrible son of a gun. You can try to attack him. You will be swinging with disadvantage as long as that horrible sight of those poor Kalaman civilians are being tortured.
Can I try to get out of that?
At the end of your turn, you roll a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm going to roll wisdom save then.
That's the end of your turn.
That's fine. I'm fine with it.
Cool. Do you want to move at all or anything? Just going to stand there?
Just stand there.
Okay. You beat it. Good job. 14 was the number.
14.
You nailed it. That's exactly what you needed.
Oh, all those horrible people dying. That's it.
Image vanishes. Tusk. Poor Odysseus is begging for his life. Why, Tusk? I trusted you, Tusk. Dom, can I get some? Can I get some role playing of Odysseus begging for his life, please?
Odysseus, what are you doing? Why are you standing there?
No.
No, Dom,
As
you be
because you played
Odysseus begging Tusk for your life because you were him
okay.
originally.
Oh, okay. Tusk, why aren't you helping me?
Well, I cannot walk towards my fear, otherwise I would go over to a DC orb. But
The guilt in your heart is so hurtful of the nights you've spent thinking about how you could have saved Disur that you can't take one step closer. You feel so guilty.
I will take a step back, and I will swing at this guy. Am I doing that with disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. What if I took a vow of enmity?
You could roll it straight.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a vow inspired by my fear, saying,
I let the DCR fall, but I will not let anyone else.
And I'm going to make my vow, so cancel that out. So hit with them all.
12. These guys are casters, but that's going to miss. They're very scaly, and their scales are tough, and you bounce it off his back. You bounce it off his back again, and he just looks at you, pissed off.
Scared. Still too scared. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Give me a whiz save.
Oh yeah, I get a wisdom save.
It's bravery is not about doing what bravery is when you're scared and doing what's right. That's what being brave is. And Tusk was brave, and he's no longer scared, no longer frightened.
Yeah.
Miera,
Sweet.
this commoner has tricked you and talked smack about Mishkal.
Yeah, but I see that it's not commoners.
Heck yeah, you see it. He just scratched you in the face 3 times.
Yeah,
Jerk.
but there's a dragon in front of me, right?
Heck yeah, there's a dragon in front of you.
Okay. Mishikal will decide of my destiny, not you. Gravel on the ground. That's a command spell, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's going to be just gravel and gravel. Yeah. So his next turn, if he's fail, he's going to just gravel on the ground and pass his turn.
And we're going whiz, is it?
It
is spell so much,
whiz.
I should know it.
Yeah. It is whiz. Whiz.
Oh yeah. I love it. You'll see what happens on his turn.
Okay, and
like
my weapon is going to attack him behind him. Trying to hit. It is. I always do not see him. I have too many things. 21 to hit, 10 force.
Man, the holy weapon is smacking today. That's hitting.
And I'm going to just stay next to him because he just said that he was going to kill me. So try.
Flora. Poor Disur, begging for his life. What do you want to do?
Moving away from that, so let's see. We're gonna go about like right here, so like right here, and then so 15 feet in total.
Love it.
Move away from that. So we're gonna do a new thing. A pretty nice spell I picked up or switching out for. I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom.
Post it.
Yes.
Wither and Bloom. You invoke both death and life. Upon a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point with you range. Each creature in the choice of your area must make a con save. Taking some damage on a failed save or half as much. Non-magical vegetation withers. In addition, creatures of your choice and that can spend the roll to use unspent hit dice to regain hit points. It's one creature. So who do you want to... So first off, let's get a little thing out here for you so we got a radius. Because we love that. I'm going to make it this gerbil. Alright, this gerbil has a... What's the radius?
10-foot radius.
Alright. So where are we putting it?
I think we're gonna put it... We're actually gonna... Yeah, because it's 10 foot. We're gonna actually put it right there. No, right by Tusk and the dragon.
Alright, so now, you invoke this radius. Each creature of your choice in the area must make the con save. I'm assuming you're picking the draconic guy.
Yes.
Awesome. Con save.
I was like, I'll post the damage right now.
Yes, please. Because that's definitely a on damage thing. Where are my saves?
10. Not the 3. It was like the 3 is the...
He crit,
What's it called?
but he takes half,
You take half.
so 5. And
5 damage.
addition, choose one creature of your choice that's in the area that can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice to regain hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting modifier, which I believe is 2. So go ahead. Who are you picking? Obviously,
we'll
Dom
do-
is not bleeding at all. Tusk has got all types of stuff
Tusk.
coming out of orifices, and Miara, got a little scratch.
We'll do Tusk.
Tusk, would you like to roll an unspent hit dice?
Yeah, of course.
Roll that thing.
D10.
What's your con mod?
3.
I guess it didn't say to do that, so 2 plus 2, it's gonna be 4 HP. Not bad at all. And that's concentration? What? It ain't even a concentration, player. That's a nasty spell.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like looking at it, I was like, is it concentration? And it was just, nope.
That's a really cool spell, yo.
Yeah.
Cool. But it stays there. It's in that spot. The gerbil stays. Next, you see the Iraq Draconic. He wants to attack, and he can't control himself, and he just kneels to Mira. And he says, "Hail, Mishkal!"
Well, yeah. Only Mishkal can decide my destiny.
Dom. Flora, roll me a wisdom save.
I have wisdom.
Wisdom, succeed.
Boom.
19. Yay.
You've come to terms with it is your death. You don't feel you did everything you could. You left it all on the field. You don't feel guilty about it. What do you want to do, Dom?
Dom is still muted.
Yep, Don, you're muted, buddy. Sorry. Should have said something once you moved.
He's doing something, but
Oh, I thought it wasn't. Sorry. I'm going to attack twice with my great axe.
Do it.
So I think the first one hits, but the second one doesn't hit.
My bad, I walked away for a second. What were the numbers? Yes! Oh, yeah, 19's hitting. 9 is going to miss. But, slow your roll. He's prone. 12's going to miss 2. I'm sorry to hype you up like that, but I wanted to make sure we had it right. So 23 and 12, you're going to hit for 1. That's a mini, isn't it? That's not a... Oh, that's a 2. Reroll that thing. Give me another D12. Or just hit the great X button again. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. 13. Anything else, Dom?
13 damage. I'm going to use my bonus action to command ally, and I'm going to tell Tusk, Tusk, shoot him. That's it. That's going to be
Is
it.
command ally a bonus action or a reaction?
It's a bonus action.
Is it? Cool. Tusk, smack that man. Oh, yeah.
23.
You want to crit?
Does he have advantage because
He
he's on the
does.
ground?
Yeah, you want to crit fish?
Yeah. let's
Fish
see.
for that crit. Fish for that crit. You just are so
Sand that
consistent. You're so consistent. Go ahead and roll that yam yam. And roll an extra D8 for him, Dom.
I'm trying here.
And roll another 6. Oh, yeah. You see, you guys are all over it. You don't even need me. You could play the whole game without me. Look at that. Oh! Literally could not.
Oh, is that cool?
We have a 3 and a 4, which is 7 plus 5. That's going to be a big fat 12. Plus your 8. That's a 20 piece. Ooh! Anything else? Dom, anything else?
That's that sick combo move I was
That'd be
telling
it
the
for
troops
me.
about.
You guys got some nice combos. Tusk, give me a perception roll.
Okay. Perception. 11.
It's hard for you to notice, but out of the corner of your eye, on one of these broken down buildings, you see a bird crop down and jump down into the onto one of the and just perch and watch. It looks like there's a condor just watching what you're doing.
Oh yeah, Tusk is definitely going to take that in as Sargonis looking over him, and I'm going to use my bonus action because I did I'd have to recast. Do I have to recast Hunter's Mark?
It's just a BA to put it on another character. It's concentration for an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
So no spell slot required, just a BA.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and move that symbol onto him, and then we're going to unleash. Oh. It has advantage.
Mm-hmm. We can count that as the first swing.
Hit.
Oh, 18's hitting.
Okay.
Oh, that's hurting. Total of, did you get any low rolls on that? No, you got a 2.
Yeah,
so that's going to be 14. Oh, he's barely alive.
Ooh, well, I got another hit, so.
Here it comes. 27's hitting.
And then we'll go ahead and put a first level smite. Just to make sure he dies.
9/11.
Tusk. In the name of Sargonis, how do you murder this Arak Draconic?
So, I hit him with the first one, and like it just kind of like makes him like turn towards me, and then I gather up all of this dark energy into my maul, making it look like it's even bigger than it normally is, and I just go, Sargonis! And I just smash all the way through to the ground, and I just keep beating this thing until it is just mush and gush, and I just
I put a hand on Tusk and I say, Tusk, I think that's enough.
I do not like feeling fear.
Fear of that whatever dude that I saw in that vision?
Yes, I failed him. I do not want to fail again.
I don't think you failed him.
You see the condor. It sees your deadly blow on the Arak Draconin, and it just caw caw, and it spreads its wings really wide, and it flies down right down near you, and it's kind of starting to like jump a little bit and hop like a bird does, kind of like examining you.
I'm assuming we'd all see the bird, right?
Yeah, everyone can see the bird.
All of my attention.
What is this bird? I don't feel fear or anything. It's like, but it's like calming
from him.
And the bird's gonna start to get real close.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get like closer to him, and I'm gonna be like,
"What would you require of me?"
Well, when you get close, since you're 8 feet tall, you're gonna have to crouch down to get close to this bird. And naturally, when you crouch, the amulet, the holy symbol of Tarkassus that you originally found on your first quest to Volgar, it kind of just hangs from your neck, and the bird very slowly and then quickly just reaches out with its beak and snaps the holy symbol off your neck, and then just starts to fly off. Are you gonna do anything as it flies away?
I'm gonna chase it.
Hell yeah. You chase it, and for the sake of illustration, give me a survivor roll. Anybody who wants to try to help Tusk, you can do whatever you want to boost it.
Guidance.
Help action.
Dom, you want to look too?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, give me survival without any of those boosts. You're just going to do it. Because your boy.
Is there a button for guide? There's the guidance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Survival.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys go and you see you're running. We're going to use this map for the lack of I'm lazy. I don't want to do another map. And a ways down, you follow it for a few hundred feet. and you see the condor just flying up into a tree about 40 feet up and in a big nest.
Oh, I must get up there.
I'll help you, Dom.
May Mishkal guide you.
Dom?
But Dom,
I'll
help you, Dom.
Sorry.
Dom is sitting there hyping himself up. He's like, "You can do this, Dom. Dom, you got this. I'll help you, Dom." Like he's just over there, just hyping himself up. So 40-foot tree.
So, well, I don't want to chop the tree down. I don't feel like Tusk, being like as big as he is, wearing this big heavy armor, is gonna be able to climb this tree. How big is this tree? Like, is it a big old oak tree?
Yep, you'd say like a big oak tree, pretty wide around, 40
Okay.
feet up.
Yeah, I'll try to climb it.
Give me, you're gonna go with, it's gonna be difficult terrain, and you're gonna need an athletics check.
I'm gonna help him too.
Well, by helping, the least you could do is maybe tie a rope to each other and use that as a way to anchor yourselves to each other so that if you fall from a high length, maybe the other guy can save you before you fall to the ground.
No, you definitely passed this, I'm assuming.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, still roll with the guidance. Of course, Flora, they can guidance Dom, Mira can guidance Tusk, double guidance squad. And you guys, is there like a nature-y? Do I have some nature music? Like, where's the nature?
They're more closer than nature survival.
Boom.
Or
you guys hear the rustling of the birdies and the chirping of the squirrels and whatnot. And
maybe the animal handlers?
I'm coming.
All right, you guys are climbing up. You have how much movement without a dash? I guess you can't really dash because. All right, so you're gonna get up 20. Dom, you're gonna get up 13 feet. Give me another survival. Give me another athletics. I said survival, but I meant athletics. If you guys rolled survival, my bad.
Athletics for myself too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
25.
Tusk, you are so mobile that you get up there without a lot of issue. And as you get close, you see the condor sees you. It doesn't squawk in defense. It just looks at you and it kind of bows its head and it just flies away. And you look into the nest, and that's where you see no longer is there your holy symbol, but there is a symbol of Sargonis made of pure platinum.
Yes! I will take my new holy symbol and I will say, "For Sargonis!"
It seems.
For vengeance!
Give me an Arcana or religion check when you pick up the amulet or the new symbol, whichever you prefer.
Well, doesn't make a difference either way. We'll go with Arcana.
Beautiful. You with that roll, I'm gonna allow you. You instantly touch it, and your mind feels rushed with knowledge, and you it's almost like you were meant to have this amulet, and you know exactly what it does without spending any time. You know if you spend time attuning to this amulet, it is restricted to only clerics and paladins. This is an amulet of the hold on. I think it's called the Guardian Amulet. Did I add it to the magic items? Hold on, give me a second. Maybe past Zach was on his shit. Yep. The Guardian Emblem. This is an emblem and a symbol of a deity or a spiritual tradition. As an action, you can attach the emblem to any suit of armor or shield and keep it as attached. This emblem has 3 charges, Tusk. Any creature that you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit from anyone. While you wear this symbol, you can use your reaction to expend a charge and make the crit a normal hit.
Oh yeah! Tusk is so excited about this.
Of course, you need an hour to attune. Of course, the condor is gone. You guys have defeated the baddies. What do you want to do? Of course, it's middle of the day. You left Kalaman early in the morning. You traveled. You fought. We'll say it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Of course, you can keep traveling, or you could, of course, take a short rest. You could do what you want to do. You really don't think. Let's go back to the main map. You did travel quite a bit today, so really all you think you can really get away with is maybe scouting some of the area to figure out like where you want to go next or like where the safe path might be. But as far as traveling, you guys will be traveling into the night if you continue any type of deep battle or any type of deep adventure. Like basically we're down here, right? And you've made your way pretty far in a day. You guys have made it to here, which is about 15 miles. That's pretty impressive. You think you maybe can scout out the local areas, maybe find a goat path to get through these mountains and hills, or you could just call it a night here, set up camp, and long rest it up, or you guys
I think we should call it a night, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
Kind of
I
tired.
definitely could use a sleep.
Tusk has got like this
Would
big old
agree.
freaking gash, like all the way from his neck, like down his chest.
Heck yeah. You guys are going to use your rations from the cart. It'll be, and of course you bring the cart over. You'll see a typical sleeping George, per usual. Easiest, job on the team. Just watch the cart. And, of course, again, you find more scratched up wood posts on the cart. George getting bored and scratching with his claws. Maybe need to clip those things. I don't know. And then you guys sit down. What is our, of course, Great Mira only needs to trance for 4 hours for a long rest. What's our watch order going to be out here in the wild?
I'll go first, just because.
I'll go second.
Heck yeah. And by that second run, Mira will be good to go with a long rest. And then the fourth, I'm assuming, would then be just Mira and Tusk. Perfect. So you said first watch. Does anyone want to do anything with like dinner, gathering, role playing, anything, or you just want to kind of hand wave that and move on to the nightly watch?
I'm just gonna hand wave.
The most I'm
and
going to
move
do is
on
spend
to
an
the night.
hour attuning to my.
Of course. Feel free to add that to the attunement slot in your bio area. You have 3 slots. I think that's the first thing you've ever attuned to. So feel free to do that. And then everybody for the first watch, nothing happens, so go and take a short rest. Go ahead and get all your short rest stuff. Use any hit dice you might want to use. Not trying to hint at anything. Nothing's going to happen. You're totally going to be totally fine.
You said we use what?
Do a short rest. Use any short rest. Refill any short rest abilities. Do any. You guys are sleeping at the empty building, so we'll do this.
These 2 hit dice. And
Let's say Mira's over here. In fact, I'll let you pick where you want to sleep.
And I'll put the rest up with lay on hands.
That's not correct. Ignore that. Sorry. Wherever you think you would sleep.
I'm fine with where I'm at. I'm good.
The fire is kind of right there in the middle.
I think Flora would probably be like probably against the wall right here.
Mm-hmm. And then
I will stay near natures.
Love it. Let's get our trusty meow and our trusty. When was the last time we used that? Was it here? Yep. So our trusty cat, our trusty horse, and our trusty wagon. Where
I
do you
think
think the
they'd
party?
be around close to the fire. Right?
Yeah, where do you think they would be stashed at? Near the fire?
About close to the fire, yeah. I'd imagine so.
Okay, Georgie boy likes staying near the fire. Yep. Perfect. Awesome. So we have watch number 2. Dom has gotten some Z's. We have Mira in a trance. We got Tusk. And you guys are all prone for the sake of being prone. I just don't want to do the symbol because I'm lazy. Flora, you're watching around. What are you doing?
I think Flora's kind of checking around and everything like that. Maybe she sees some mushrooms growing on like the building or something like that.
Heck yeah. Roll me a survivor roll.
Got it. It's a nice little 11.
These mushrooms are pretty common from where you've seen. A lot of times they use as a very basic ingredient in some very cheap and well-known low-class stews. Nothing special though.
I'll collect those stew mushrooms.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how. Okay, roll me a herbalism. We'll see how many you get.
Okay. So herbalism kit.
Mm-hmm. Use use whatever. Use wisdom as your modifier. That's fine.
I was like, wisdom and intelligence are like the same thing.
Yeah, it's rough. You're having a tough time. You kind of mess up the first couple, but then you get a couple at the end, and you're gonna salvage about 2 of those. Just call them truffle mushrooms.
Okay.
They're not actually truffles because that's but similar. Like
I only got 2 or 1.
2 of them out of 5. There were 5 total. You got 2.
It's okay. Better than nothing.
But as you're picking, as you're picking away at some mushrooms, you start to hear some ruffling coming back from outside the little broken out house.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
We all hear this?
You're all sleeping.
Just try to be stealthy.
Yep. You try to be stealthy, but you trip over a large rock as you're walking. You stumble a little bit, and then you hear a scurry heading in the opposite direction of you. Just
Nature check to see if I recognize that sound.
Mm-hmm.
These rolls are so bad.
Yeah, probably just like, could have been maybe a rabbit or like maybe a fat squirrel. Just probably, you startle it, NBD. No big deal.
Nothing to worry about.
Do you want to go investigate more, or do you want to go back to your watch?
I'm going to, let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll do this. I was like, is George asleep?
George is asleep.
I'm gonna wake up George and be like, watch them. I gotta check something out.
Mom.
Ground beef is still good.
And then I'll investigate whatever.
Fridge last night.
And you're gonna walk away, Flora. Now, unbeknownst to you or anyone else, because they're all asleep, but for comic point of, the moment you walk out of sight, George is like he's like a little kid. He's just like watching, and the moment you get out of sight, he just goes right back to sleep.
George.
Unbeknownst to Flora, as far as Flora is concerned, George is the most astute protector. While you're over there, Flora, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Yeah. Okay. 19. Okay. Finally, thank you, dice. Thank you for the 19.
Perfect.
Not gonna complain.
You find what seems to be. Hold on. It looks like silk. Leftover remnants of silk.
I'm gonna try to do another nature check.
What is your passive perception, Flora?
Passive perception. 12.
Meat beats.
Oh,
You go to investigate that silk, and as you look really closely at it, you hear a little like a branch kind of give way a little bit, and you look up above you, and right above you, trying to sneak up right behind you, is a giant spider trying to eat you.
no, don't do that. That's not good.
Let's roll for initiative. Our sleeping homies can definitely roll, but you're gonna be asleep.
I would love to roll higher dice, like not a 3, maybe kind of get a 7 or 8 next time.
Just, hey, something better than 5. Come on. Help me out here.
It's not even a 5, it's a 3. I really hope that spider gets like a nat 1.
Let's see if you guys can see this. Hold on. I have no idea.
I think the only one. No, no one can see this. Dang, I'm covered neatly.
Oh, no, I meant the initiative roll. You guys can see that, right? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I don't care. There's him. But then let me do a couple other things real quick. Perfect. And then where's my giant spider? Just ignore that. Just ignore those. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. Alright. You avoided a surprise round.
Yeah.
Let's get some music going. Some cool spider music. In fact, let's play this battle music for when you play against the Black Tiger in Resident Evil. How appropriate. Alright. First one to go is going to be the super sneaky hidden ones in the tree over here. This one is going to shoot a web at gonna shoot a web at Mira. Mira, give me a strength. Hold on. It's an attack, but you are incapacitated, so like unconscious. So is that with advantage? Like when you're down, I mean that's why people crit when they hit you. It's like an auto crit, right? On the damage, but it's not on the roll. They are going to make this web roll. Because you're asleep, it's going to be a straight roll. I'll do that way. That's more fair to me. That is going to miss. Then he is going to crawl up. Mira, you're sleeping there in your bedroll, and then like you all of a sudden you decide to turn on your side, and then the web just misses you completely. And then he's going to climb over this wall and climb up right next to you. Tusk, you are asleep. You snoozing, and you're having some dreams about murdering dragons. It's such a good dream right now. Next one, same thing. He's going to try to come around, and he's going to try and shoot one at Dom. Straight roll because you're asleep. I know it's weird because you're all laying down, but 18's going to hit you, Dom. Instantly, you're going to be covered in webs, and what else does it say?
So you know we can see all your rolls.
I know. It doesn't matter. And that's not the one I want. Let me delete that. Let me get this one. That's not the one I want. I'm going to do this so you guys can actually see. You guys can't see the wording on that, though. Let me just throw that. It's a DC 12. You burst out. Okay, so now you are restrained. And you're covered in webs. So I forget what I did for the restrained one. I think it's that. We're going to go with that now. You are covered in webs. Next is the... Did I mess that order up? No.
Yeah, I think so.
I did?
No. Yeah, because the 16 was the other one. The 15 was the one by the...
You're right.
Turn.
Oh, you're right. Let's swap those around then. We're going to put him over here by you. We're going to put him up here because I messed that up. My B. I'm human. Yep, there we go. So then in reverse order, so the order would have been this. The one attacking Flora. So let's just do a quick round on you, Flora, to make it all even, and then it'll be Mira's turn. This guy is going to just try to bite you. He's trying to sneak up behind you and give you a bite. That's gonna be a 10. That's gonna miss you. And
Yes.
Miera, you're trancing about old elven ways.
Mhm.
Dom, you have been hit with spider webs. You wake up. Ah! You're covered in spider webs.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Can I try to break out of the spider webs?
Of course you can. But Miera, ask your question.
The spider here crawled up next to me after shooting a web that didn't hit.
It did miss, yes.
Did she move stealthily next to me or not?
They are spiders, so they're super quiet. I mean, I guess to be fair to you, that's a great point. I can roll some stealth rolls real quick. I
I have 17 passive perception.
love that. You can wake up.
But you're okay.
But his passive perception, and he's in a trance too. Trancing's a little different. And if a loud ass spider broke a tree branch as it was coming up behind you because his stealth sucked, that's enough to wake a Mira up. Maybe not a Tusk who's in a deep REM 2 about dragons, but Mira, go for it. Take your turn. I love it.
Okay, so I wake up.
You're just prone now. You see a giant spider hanging on a tree right next to you.
Oh my god. Mishkal, help me! And I'm going to do one of my spell to it. It's just next to me. I'm going to do spiritual weapon and try to attack it with a disadvantage.
I'm having meatloaf.
It wouldn't be disadvantaged because a spiritual weapon is like its own thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to attack it with the long sword I have next to me.
Sure. If you want to stand up, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to stand
Yeah,
up then.
just do a straight roll. There's no disadvantage.
Okay. Let me uncheck that. Click. Okay. Next, first is going to be my spiritual weapon. Click. 13 to
Ooh,
hit.
these are just spiders. They're not like wearing armor. Let me check their stiznats. Ooh, barely gonna miss.
Okay, barely gonna miss. So it missed or it...
Yeah, barely. But you think you're right there. You know, if you're keeping track of what I'm saying, then you think maybe a little bit more, and that's gonna hit.
Okay. Where did you put my longsword?
Oh, it's at the very bottom of your attack thing. If you can always move it up if you want. One-handed. It's like
I don't know why I don't see it anymore.
What? Not the Dragon Call longsword. Oh, what the hell? It disappeared. It's off your thing too. What the fuck? That's so weird. Roll 20 is on one today, dude.
Yeah.
It's on one. There you go.
Okay. I will attack with one hand. Slash 17 to hit.
Oh, that's hitting.
6 slashing.
And that 6 is gonna hurt.
And that's my turn.
Dom, you're covered in web. You wake up in a webby tomb. It's going to take an action for you to break out of the webbing. It's a strength check. So it's not even athletics. It's just strength check. You killed it. You break out of that thing, no problem. But that's your action.
And then I say, Dom, you got this. And then I summon my Equinet right next to me. And that's it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Do you get up?
I assumed he did. Are you gonna stand up, Dom? I'm sorry, I didn't ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna use like 15 feet
Gotcha.
to get up. Then my Equinite's gonna appear right next to me on the right hand side.
Love it.
That's it.
Flora, you've avoided the doomsday attack from the sneaky, stealthy giant spider.
I was like, is the 22 one supposed to be the one I'm battling?
Yep, the 22 is the one you're battling. He's supposed to go first. I just messed that up.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Let me actually
see.
do what I'm supposed to do and not be a dum-dum anymore.
I think this is what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna use my action to spend wild shape point for the spores,
Love it.
and then I was like, question. Oh no, that takes an hour. I'm sweet. Yeah. Never mind. Bonus action, we'll do the shillelagh on my thing. I think that's about it. There's nothing I can really do if I try to get away. The attack will hit us. 20 temporary hit points. Okay.
The go-to Flora turn, symbiotic entity. Get the shillelagh ready. It's is that it for you, Flora?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll them yamages.
Got this, Flora.
Yeah, you got the.
Fails.
11. That's gonna hit for 5.
Yay.
He's gonna come down to you, and he's gonna try and bite you again. That 11's gonna miss as it bounces off Ispin's shield.
Thank you, Ispin.
Tusk, you've heard the commotion. Dom got up and hyped himself up. He literally was just like, "You can do this!" And you hear Dom saying that, and you kind of just open up one of your eyes, and you see all your friends fighting to the death.
Okay, this spider's not on the ground, is he? He's like up a wall or tree or something, isn't it?
Greener, I guess you can't see the color. Is it the one that mirrors in front of her? That one. He's like on a tree, so he's with.
Yeah.
If you went within right next to him, you'd kind of be like, for the sake of, we'll say that the thing's there for the sake of Tusk. If you stood right there, you could hit him within 5 feet, no problem. He's a big boy.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I still have to dash. So I'll bonus action adrenaline rush.
I mean, if you stood up, you still have 25 feet of movement. Because you have 50, right? Or is it 40?
25.
Oh,
40. I
you have
40.
40. I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah. So adrenaline rush. It's 2 temporary. No, 3. Holy shit. Getting up there. And so just wake up and be like, oh, spiders! And then grab my maul, run over there. Let's do this normally.
That hits.
And 1.
No hunter's
Oh, you
mark,
take
but
that
go ahead and reroll that too.
No smiting either.
So it's gonna be 11. Mira, Tusk, you're right there. Roll me a perception roll when he makes this smack.
Oh, no guidance either.
That's okay. 13's good. Mira doesn't even need to do it really, but she's gonna notice it probably anyway because she's just so damn perceptive. Tusk, you hit this creature and it hits, but it didn't do as much damage as you thought it should. Something weird about these here forest creatures in Kryn.
Alright, I'm gonna whack it again.
Do it. That hits.
21. This time I'll go ahead and put a divine smite on it since it's some kind of magic thing.
Put a little smile on it.
That is going to be 20. So 7 radiant, which is legit. And then we got max on the other
Max
one,
damage.
which would be 17 and half would be 9. 9.
Yes.
9 plus 7 is still enough. You destroy this creature, and instead of dying like a normal spider, it just poofs from existence.
That's my turn.
Next one is going to try and recharge its thing. It does. It's going to walk up and try to bite Dom. Dom, that's biting you. Give me a Constitution saving throw. You take 9 piercing and 2 poison. You get advantage because you're a dwarf. You get 24.
Oh, 24? Oh, I
So
thought
you
it
take.
was. I had one.
Yeah, you would have if you were a normal, orc or an elf. But since you're a good old-fashioned dwarf, you get advantage on those poison rolls, those poison saves.
Cool.
And you're not going to suffer any of those effects, so don't even worry about reading any of that. But you do take the damage. Except for the
What's
poison. It's just
name?
9 piercing. Just 9 piercing.
9.
Mm-hmm. Yara. You
I'll
realize...
try to.
I said you realize after what Tuss did and what you noticed that your dragon sword is doing full damage to these things, and Tuss and most likely Dom's great sword aren't.
Yeah, because I passed through magic.
Hell yeah.
I passed through the resistance to physical normal damage.
Hell yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon and my longsword because I don't want to use any other spell right now. 18 to hit, 8 force. And the longsword, I'm going to use it two-handed, throwing my shield away and trying to really hit hard on this thing. 17 to hit, 7 slashing.
I love the roleplay. We're doing it. Shield's on the ground. Sword in 2 hands. So we're doing another 7.
Yep.
Love it. Anything else?
Mystical guide my hand for those spiders are really ugly.
Dom, there's some ugly ass spiders in front of you. If you're probably muted right now. She's probably saying something super cool. Dom?
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the spider wherever he is. See if I could see him. Not sure if I could.
His big old ugly mug is right in front of you.
Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna attack twice. And then once with my Equinite.
Love it.
Do you know where the other white sword is, Dave?
No. Dave.
That's hitting. That's hitting. That's hitting.
All 3 of those hit.
Perception rolls from perception roll. Dom doesn't give a hell if it's a resistor or not. He's going to hack it to pieces. As he just starts chopping off legs and splitting through limbs and just chopping through the spider like a dwarf digging in a mine. And like the other one, it doesn't crawl up and put its legs up. It just poofs from existence.
Oh, that's strange.
You all look around. In fact, all of you roll me perception rolls. I'm sorry, Dom.
Okay.
Not Flora.
Okay. Oh.
The persuasion.
You are looking around and congratulating yourself, and no Flora. She's not here.
Where's Flora?
But you
We need
definitely,
to find her. We need to find her.
you definitely hear some stuff happening over here.
I'm going. It's not my turn. It's Dom's turn. So
Oh,
I
Dom,
can't move.
that's you still have your movement technically, Dom. If you would like to use it before your turn ends.
Yeah.
Would you like to head 25 feet into the Flora direction?
Yes.
You gently step over George as he's sleeping like a really long kitty. He's all elongated. Flora.
Okay, let's do this. Hit him with the shillelagh. Does 14 hit?
That's, I think that's right outside our... Oh, no! That's the lucky number. That's hitting.
Okay. Two things, that's 10.
Mm-hmm. And with the magical powers of your shillelaghed Shroombrella and necrotic damage. That's all going to be clean. So that's 10.
Let's see. Do I have anything for bonus action? I don't see any one for now, so I think that will be good. And then reaction, obviously, on its turn.
Heck yeah. Rolled well that time for got the 20 piece.
Yeah.
It is going to try to bite you. But you've got it so discombobulated with the shillelagh to the dome, he just completely misses, bites a tree stump. Tusk! You hear spider noises happening down here.
I'm going to take off running. Make it right there by my measurement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see him. All right. I'm going to bonus action. Once again to dash.
You're so relentless.
Oh, you can't slow me down. I'm so fast.
Fiesta boy.
Yep.
I assume we're going to start mauling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it on my first swing. I'll go ahead.
You want to smite?
Yeah, I'm going to do it on my first swing, yeah.
Alright, Tusk. Per usual. If I had to do a percentage on how many times I asked you to say that do this, you'd probably have like 9 times out of 10. How did you destroy this thing?
So I'm going to come in and I'm going to like swing my maul up and I'm going to jump up into the air and I'm going to like bring it down right on the center of this squishy spider's body and just right in the middle of it.
And you hit him right in his squishy part, and you bust him open, and silk and guts and spider piss and shit just fly everywhere. And Flora, Tusk, give me a dex save to avoid the spider innards.
Dex save. Oh, that wasn't me.
Tusk does a one-handed somersault backflip, avoids the splash. Flora, you see the Tusk backflip. You're like, oh my goodness, what a great backflip. And because it was so good, you can't avoid it, and you get covered in spider innards and nasty spider stuff. And it smells real bad.
Yeah.
Flora, you're okay. I thought you died.
Flora, there you are.
I can't die that easily.
I'm sure so. But still, I was still worried about you.
George, you're supposed to keep him. Do I see George sleeping?
Flora, you beat me to it. Flora, you walk around the corner and you see a very sleeping George, and it seems like the moment you catch him, all of a sudden he does like that classic cat stretch where he reaches out his paws and he just stretches, and he's like, oh yeah, I was totally awake the whole time. Totally awake the entire time.
Make that persuasion roll.
Hold on. Give me insight.
Please. Beats it.
He's totally fucking lying. That cat. He's totally
George,
faking it.
You're fired.
Meow.
You're fired. I'm not giving you any more trades.
He walks up to you, and he sits down, and he hits you with his big old kitty eyes, and he just looks at you. Meow.
No, these mushrooms do the same thing. You cannot do this to me.
Meow. And he just really wants to be pet.
And I give him pets because of how cute he is.
No, don't do it, Dom. Floor's gonna slap your hand. No.
Why
Cat-
not?
This cat's grounded. He was supposed to be your guys' watchman to let me know if anything's coming.
He now is gonna go on his back and expose his tummy for tummy rubs.
I give him tummy rub.
Everyone
is
has
a
no. Everybody within 10 feet. Charisma saving throw.
Okay.
I'm far enough. I'm far enough. I'm saved.
It's a crit. Yeah,
So you crit for that. Wow.
I know. That makes me so sad.
Tusk, you as much as you love George, you're not quite understanding of the inner the relationship between some beast and pet. The only beast that you know of that you've had is horses, and most of them you've either traded to be made to glue or use them in battle to their death. So you're not quite following this. Flora, you're so disgusted with George's attitude that there's no way. Dom, you cannot resist the tummy. You must scratch it.
Oh, the tummy rubs. I love giving kitties tummy rubs, guys.
It's a trap, Dom.
Look
No.
over at
Yep,
Forrest,
and
we'll
then-
just, like psychically say to one another, like, "That's fucking weird." Like,
And then
I'm
you-
glad we don't have that kind of thing. Like, me too. Like, God.
Well,
And then you're going to rub his
there...
you're gonna rub his tummy, and just like any cat, the moment you start rubbing it, he just hates it and he's gonna try to bite you. And he hits you with his claws. That's gonna miss you, and then he just gets up and goes back to the fire.
You're grounded, George.
George, why would you try to scratch me
Meow,
when I was giving you tummy rub?
meow.
Ah, you cat. I'll never understand you. Fur is soft, though. Very soft.
Lick my mushrooms. Cats.
Meow.
You don't know what it's like working in the mines all day and then feeling something soft like George. It's great.
George is gonna start doing
I mean,
some.
I've had women before.
George is gonna start doing semantic meows, and he is going to cast Mage Paw, and he's gonna start petting himself.
Wow. Wish I had to spell magic. I would dispel that so bad. Wasted.
Meow.
This is great.
Flora's gonna go back to the spider and try to harvest some of its stuff.
No, Flora, same thing
So-
for you. When the spider was destroyed by Tusk, the guts seemed all real. It seems a bit odd that every other spider poofed and nothing else happened, and now the spider's poofed away, but you're still covered in spider guts. It's almost like a sad It's like a sad, sick.
No. Can I do a survival or perception? See if I see any leftover silk.
Give me a nature or investigation roll on yourself.
Well, no matter what, it's a +5. So we'll do nature. 17.
You look at your wolf hide armor that you've learned that has repaired itself, and there seems to be a part of it that's like melting, but then reforming over and over again. You think there's a nice little chunk of some of that poison that spider was doing. You think with a good, you're no poisoner, and you don't have a poisoner kit, but you think with a high enough herbalism roll, you might be able to maybe try to harvest that poison, maybe use it for something in the future. It's not going to be easy, though, because you're no poisoner kit guy.
I'm gonna give myself guidance for this one. We'll
Heck yeah.
try it.
Give it a shot. We'll say it's DC 16.
16? Okay.
And it's going to be your herbalism kit. And you can use whatever modifier you want for the modifier.
Nope.
It's rough. You try to get it. You do get it off the hide, which is nice, so that's not going to be melting anymore. But you kind of destroyed some of the material in the process, and then therefore it's a bit unusable now. But at least your hide's not so nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as silk and stuff, the rest of it, there's not a whole lot that's like usable. It's kind of been destroyed by the other innards, guts, whatever is inside spiders, And George is going to cuddle up next to the fire, and he's going to go back to bed because it's late. He's tired. He did a lot today.
Yeah, Tusk would probably go back to sleep.
Floor, you're going to finish your watch. You're going to maybe clean yourself off as you...
Yeah.
maybe a couple mending spells on some holes in some of your pants or something that might have got burnt up by that spider innards.
See, I don't have a mending spell, so.
Well, your clothes look great. They're just nasty.
Yeah, no, I'll speak to someone about that.
I mean, you've seen the map. You're not far from a river. And that is, we're going to finish off the long rest, and everybody go ahead and long rest it up, and that's where we'll hold it off for next week as you guys make your way to the Wheel Watch Outpost. Try to stop the Red Dragon Army.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I know we've been level 5 for a super long time, but it's just because we added a lot to, as far as, like, combat to the module, so level 6 is coming. It's around the corner. I just don't want to do it before this part because I feel like you will absolutely. I mean, you're doing great now. I hope it's challenging enough, but to the point where you got to think a little bit. It's not just bonk the thing. It's like there's more to it than.
That's kind of why I saved my.
I mean, we're definitely having to
we
use
fought
our
the dragon.
abilities. Of like, I know at some point it's going to be like an actual army and like how long we can.
I'll say this as a
Make our
DM, I'm a
abilities
big
last.
believer is if the party is like aware and like precautious, like you could normally take a short rest in most places. So I'm not going to be a DM who's like going to make it super difficult to short rest. So if it was me giving all of you advice, I would be really, really heavy-handed with the short rest abilities and maybe a little bit more reserved of the long rest stuff like spells and some other class features, because as you can see, we've had some days where there'll be 4 or 5 combats in a single adventuring a day. You know what I mean? So the long rest stuff is the stuff you're going to have a hard time getting back. The short rest stuff is the stuff you should be abusing, because that's the stuff you're probably going to get back at least once, maybe even twice a day, depending on what you're doing and where you are.
Yeah, that's right. Action Surge I can get with the short rest.
Action Surge, right? Second Wind, both Miera's and Tusk's divination stuff, their channel stuff. That's both short rest. Unfortunately for Miera, it's very restrictive on how she can use it. But if like 2 people are dead, it's way better to use that than it is to use like a spell, because all you're trying to do is just get them back to life, you know. And then same for our girl Flora. She thrives with her wild shapes. Those are all short rests. So you guys do definitely.
Isn't there also.
Good.
Never mind. I was gonna say there's something you got short rest. You could get a spell slot back using a channel divinity, but I remember now that's its own thing.
That is I believe cleric has. I've seen Mira do that. She can use. What is it called? Harness divine power or something, Mira, and then like you can use it.
Yes.
And you get back spell slots, which short rest. It's super smart. You should totally be abusing that, because, you know, I'm gonna want to throw a lot at you, and not feel like there's one example. For example, there was I did the, you know how I did the chart? I do that by listening to the video and then going play by play with everyone's actions. There was a moment in the battle where Dom was on the ground and the dragon was 20 feet up, and he just said, "Oh, I'm gonna pass." He didn't do anything. And the very next turn, the dragon did a fire breath, which is a dex save. If you take the dodge action, not only are all attacks against you a disadvantage, but any dex saves you have advantage on. So if you think about stuff like that and you just kind of like optimize your choices, you could really put yourself in a good spot. Now, thankfully, Dom lived anyway because he rolled like a fucking madman on his HP hit dice.
I had that what was it? Second Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I used it.
You rolled
because
well
I was
on it,
like,
and that's smart. That's super smart. You know. So.
But now that I know I can use Action Surge and Second Wind pretty much on a short rest, I'm totally gonna use it now.
And like specifically your solemn your feet stuff, the one that gives you advantage, and the one that lets Tusk attack. Those are long rest ones.
Precise Strike and Command Alley. Yeah, those ones are long rest.
So if I was in a battle, right? Like say you had 3 battles. In 3 of those battles, I would definitely prioritize Action Surge and Second Wind over those. And then once Action Surge and those ones are gone, now if I really need Tusk to land this hit, maybe we need him to do it before the big baddie goes. His turn's next. I'm before Tusk. But if I can kill him before he goes, then we can win the fight. That's when you use it, you know, because it's like that's when you're gonna need it. That's when you're gonna want it. But like action surge and second wind, you're gonna get that back. I mean, it's gonna be a rare situation unless you guys literally try to rest somewhere that's like stupid. It's like as long as you're smart about it, you don't rest in the middle of a obvious place. You're probably gonna get away with an hour of sitting around. Like that's not that hard to do, you know. Now, if you're inside an enemy outpost filled with the enemy, it might be a little tougher. You know what I mean? But if you're just like out in the forest or like in a dungeon where like, oh, we found a room that's empty. If we just like barricade this door and just wait here for an hour, we can just chill, you know? So yeah, just think about that stuff. You guys are killing it. You're doing a great job. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope it's challenging. Definitely catch you guys next week if you guys can make it.
All right. See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Thank you for a great game, DM.
Yeah, thank you for playing.
Yo.
Yeah.